I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. It's a great day to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat to call in. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the Patreon today.
What up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I do apologize for the late start. Overslept. Hey, I don't think this show's going to be late anyway, man. Keyshawn Davis and Edwin Delos Santos have agreed to get the scrap on. And just as I said it would be, Keyshawn is bringing Delos Santos, who hasn't fought in 18 months, to Norfolk, Virginia, where the commission has a commission instated rehydration clause. So the man that's been out the ring almost 2 years will have difficulty making 135 and will not be allowed to rehydrate properly due to the commission ruling in Norfolk, Virginia. But this is what we're talking about, this great little matchup. Keyshawn gets to defend his world title versus Edwin Delos Santos, someone that, Shakur Stevenson shared the ring with and really made famous. Delos Santos actually hasn't been seen since that fight with Shakur Stevenson, but somehow has enough clout in his name to get this title shot off of almost 2 years off. But listen, man, this is boxing. This is boxing. This is top rank. But what is it that you want to talk about, man? What are we going to do? This is the way they do things. Hopefully, Keyshawn can do what he does, and Delos Santos at least can make it a good fight. For however long it lasts, I'm certainly expecting Keyshawn Davis to get the stoppage in the late rounds due to inactivity, due to not being in the ring over 18 months. I'm assuming and expecting Delos Santos to struggle a little bit with the weight and then to struggle a little bit more with the rehydration clause, the 10-pound rehydration clause. But the facts are as followed. Ring Magazine is reporting that Keyshawn Davis is set to defend his WBO lightweight title against Edwin Delos Santos, the Dominican, on June 7th in the hometown of Norfolk, Virginia, of none other than Keyshawn Davis. And sources told Michael Coppinger, the new lead writer for Ring Magazine, this information, which brings us here to the show to talk about this information. So if you guys want to call in and give us your thoughts on this fight actually coming to fruition a few days ago, we thought this was going to be the opponent of Keyshawn. Delos Santos came out yesterday and said he was only offered $225,000. Looks like the pressure was put on Sampson, who, maybe some of his business tactics were made public because Carl Moretti said he offered Delos Santos $400,000 plus a title shot. And Delos Santos said he only got $225,000, which meant Samson Lewickovic never told Edwin about the original 400,000. That news broke on the internet, and Samson Lewickovich went from Samson Lewickovich to Scamson Lie-a-Lot. So, yeah, I guess the pressure was felt on behalf of Samson, and made some sort of a deal with Delos Santos with the money that was available. So this is what we're discussing. If anybody wants to call in and talk about this great matchup outside of the fact that Delos Santos hasn't been in the ring for 18 months or more, whatever, it's a good matchup. If you can get past him not being in the ring, if you can get past him coming off a loss, and if you could get past him getting a title shot off a loss, and if you could get past the title shot he was given was best friends Call of Duty buddy with Keyshawn, so they kissing cousins here, sharing opposition. If you could get past all that, then it's a great fight. It's a great fight. But you got to be able to get past all of that. Hangout spot, what it do?
What's going on? Welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard.
What up?
Everybody was like, yo, what's going on with Ness? Is he popping on? I'm like, man, I don't know. I think he fell asleep again, man.
Overslept. You know it, bro.
That's that Haldin, that
Wife
permanent
woke me up
marker,
like, you
bro.
ain't doing a show. It's 4:15. I'm like,
Bro, if I don't text you, are you still sleeping right now?
if you don't text me, I'll stay in bed for sure.
Nasty. Oh, man. So here we are, man. 24 hours later, man. This is boxing, bro. As the world turns, man. This is why you can't overreact when you hear shit like that, because here we are. Back on again, man. Looks like Samson heard the shade, man. You know, the underhanded shit that he was trying to pull off with the money, man. And he finally came back to the table, man.
What's done in the dark comes to the light. Don't tell that Dominican that he only got 225,000 when you making 175 disappear, man. It's not fair. Not fair at all.
You can't tell a Hispanic that, brother. We don't play with our money, man. We don't play with our food, man. But I mean, I think there's a good match. I think there's a good matchup. I was gonna ask Justin Paldo tomorrow if he'd be willing to get to make a couple of calls and get that fight, but I guess I'm not asking him that now, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that would be a good fight.
That's definitely a person that deserved it, but you know how that is, man.
Yeah. So I guess my question is, if it wasn't for the layoff, would we be a little bit more excited about this fight? Because there's a lot of people that are crapping on it because of the layoff.
Yeah, no, I think if we didn't have a layoff, I'd be all, down with the fight for sure.
Yeah, and this is a good opportunity for Keyshawn, man. Obviously, he's going to look better than Shakur looked against the same opponent, common opponent, man. You got to think he's going to look better. I mean, without a doubt. So, I think it's a good scrap. I think it's a pretty good scrap, man.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you could get past the layoff, if you could get past coming off a loss, good scrap.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, 2023 of November.
Did you watch the press conference with the ladies?
Yeah, man, I did, man. I did. I mean, I love most valuable promotions press conferences, man. They're usually very, very lit. The production looks really good. And the ladies, the ladies don't disappoint, man. There was a little trash talk between Amanda and Katie. Amanda talking about Katie did not hold up her end with a handshake deal to do 3-minute rounds. And, Katie clapped back that Amanda is delusional, because Amanda's saying that regardless of the result, millions of people out there thought she won the fight. Katie was like, well, she doesn't care about that. She only cares about the 3 judges that saw her win the fight. So a little bit of banter back and forth. And then when they faced off, Amanda came out with headgear on. Not sure what that was all about. Maybe sending a message to Katie about the headbutts, maybe.
Yo, you know
I
what's funny
mean,
about that shit? Because I know we talking Keyshawn, but that press conference kind of took it for me. The fact that Katie's like, I don't know, she's delusional. She thinks she won both fights. She's delusional. And then you got Amanda like, oh, it's not me. It's millions of people. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Hey, yo, that's what I'm saying in my head, right? I'm like, she lying. Nobody think you won. And then all the fucking girls are picking her to beat Katie. I know Katie had to be like, this is
saw
some
that.
fucking American bullshit. Eddie Hearn, don't you ever do this again. Why you ain't had some people backing me? Bro, all them girls picked Amanda. That's nasty work, bro. It ain't matter. Non-English speaking, fucking different countries, Canada, Mexico, they all picked her. That's bananas, bro. I would feel like shit because here I am telling the world, bro, this girl's delusion. I beat her 2 times. And then all my contemporaries, because I can see fight fans, you know, they going to be brainwashed. But my contemporaries, the women on stage with me, are telling me that I'm going to lose to Amanda and that she deserves a win. Man, I know Katie about to get straight, locked in for that.
Word. But I was like, yo, is that even appropriate, man, to ask these females, man, you know, who's going to win the main event? Even Amanda told Ariel, like, really? Why you putting these females? Why you putting them on the spot like that? And he just continued to go down the line, man. He continued to go down the line. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be very interesting. You can tell Amanda, she's not very well versed at trash talk. You know, she wants to be respectful, but then she wants to kind of talk a little bit of smack. And it's like, which one is it, man? Which one is it? Either you're going to be respectful, you're going to go all in and be the villain. But, what Jake Paul said, though, I mean, that has to be heard. After this fight, Amanda will become the most richest female athlete in sports, bro. That is absolutely crazy, bro. Did you hear that?
I don't know. Can he even do that? Like, how can you be the richest female? Bro, how? One fight? You just going to overpay her and not pay Katie? And how many millions do you got to give her on one night for her to be the richest female in sports? Again, I just think it's probably good wording. Maybe they mean like the richest female after being paid on one night of work. Like, but again, you telling me somehow. But again, I don't know nothing about sports. I'm glad you want to ask this because is this one fight enough to have her make more money than Serena Williams?
Well, I think what he's talking about is collectively throughout her career. That's what I took it as.
Like what though? Like what you mean? Like, okay, she made $20 million in her whole career. So yeah, again, I go back to the tennis players. They don't make money. I don't know about that. I'm just asking you.
I'm not sure about the tennis, about the Serena sisters. I know in endorsements, probably, man. I mean, you know, obviously
I'm sure them girls would sign a Nike and shit like that. Boxers don't get no Nike deals. Like, how the fuck she gonna be the richest woman in sports? That's bullshit.
Yeah, but what I think he was saying, and again, I this is just me playing hypotheticals, is that maybe she will be the richest female boxer in the history of the sport, and that's not far fetched. That's not far fetched. What if the female boxer has come remotely close?
I mean, look, that would be the better statement, to be the richest female boxer in boxing right now, but. I don't know that we can. I don't know. I don't know what Layla made. I don't know what Christine Martin made. I don't know what Katie was Sarah Marshall. Savannah Marshall. Like, there's some girls that could be getting some money. I don't know. Clarissa, you know, I don't know. That's a bold statement that I can't run with. You know.
I gotta believe boxing, though, man. I mean, I think she's probably surpassed everyone in total career.
Yeah, look,
earnings.
Someone super chatted. She's nowhere close to Caitlin Clark. Like, that's what I'm saying. When you say all the women athletes, like you're putting yourself out there to so many other sports.
So the question I'll ask Jay Cash is are you talking about Caitlin Clark's WNBA salary or how much money she makes on endorsements? That's the question that I ask because I don't watch the WNBA, but I know a little bit about it. I don't think these females are making anywhere near what the males are making in the NBA. I mean, the money they make is astronomical. And I'm talking about salaries, not just what they make in endorsements. So clarify that for me if you can in the chat. And yeah. No, now that you think about it, yeah, I think it'd be far fetched to think all sports, but I go on a limb and say, definitely in boxing, definitely in boxing.
Yeah, man. I don't know about the definitely in boxing either, bro. Like Katie won both fights. How is Amanda getting more? Why would Katie say yes? Why wouldn't she do what Wilder did and pull out the fight and say, no, why can't I know what Amanda's making? And now that you told me what she's making, how is the loser making more than me? So I'm not gonna believe it. I'm just not gonna believe it.
So you got people in the chat. V-Dash, Caitlin Clark does not get paid that much. And we're not talking the Nike deal and other endorsements. She has way more than Clark. I mean, a lot of people in the chat, Caitlin making bank. So again, I'm not sure, man. But again, I'll go out on a limb and say boxing wise, man. Serena's net worth is 300 mil.
I got a couple super chats here. Al Montes, parece que Dominicano, says rompe el pecueso power with the Dominican flag emoji. So he's betting on Edwin de los Santos. We got Pristine Sports Network, a.k.a. Shakur Stevenson, $2. Let's go, Key. Hashtag 757 businessman. 3 fire emojis. Fight. Hashtag RTS. Hashtag VA. And we got Jaywalk $2. He says, she not touching Caitlin Clark in nothing. J Cash back with another 2 and says endorsements.
So endorsements, I believe, but not WNBA salary, man. I find it hard pressed to believe that she's making that type of coin, man. But she's super popular. She is super popular.
Word. Phone lines open. We got, Cliff, you dipped off. We got Khaled in Indiana on the check-in. What it do? If you're watching this on YouTube, it's free 99 and hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility. It's going to get us some new callers. We do.
Yo, we live?
Yeah,
we
man.
got you.
Yo, we good? Y'all hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. My fault. All right, real quick. Thought the scrap was done. Guess it's not. All right, so now I gotta talk about it. I think Edwin de los Santos has 2 years out the ring. That is a thing. You know what I'm saying? His timing will be off. I literally just listened to Stanione say that him being out the ring two years threw off his timing against Gabriel. And I thought he looked real good in that fight, but he even felt 2 years out the ring that his timing was off. You know what I'm saying? So 2 years out the ring, dealing with different injuries and things like that is gonna affect him. However, he is a puncher. He does possess certain skill sets and athleticism that could pose some problems to Keyshawn Davis. I think this will be an interesting scrap to a certain degree as long as it lasts, because it's a guy that's coming off his last guy. He was in there with a featherweight. I think he's in there with like a real 135 guy now who does have some things that could give him some troubles. You know what I'm saying? Edwin has been in there with some solid guys like Rayo and Shakur and all that. So hopefully he'll learn something from being in there with a boxer. And we just got to see how Keyshawn going to be able to neutralize like a real puncher, like a real guy that can knock some shit out. But the only thing is, I think as a community, as boxing fans, we would have more confidence in Edwin if we didn't have 2 years out the ring. But that layoff is a real thing, bro, and it's just hard to overcome when you're in there with a guy that's been active, who's a solid fighter. I'm not as high on him as other guys. Some people have called in and say he's the best guy, 135, and silly shit like that. What the fuck is y'all talking about? But all right. But I think he is a good fighter, and Bomac and him, I think, will have him ready. So it's gonna be an interesting scrap. Some on the morning show. It was a lot of. I think my man Stanionis was in L.A. So at least that's what he had on the interview with Sean. As a tell, we still picking Stanionis to win, by the way. Beating him up brutally. So beating him up brutally. But and lastly, man, I feel like Anthony Yard name get called too much. Like I don't like that yard. I'm like, all right, yeah. Last time I seen him, he got stopped by Betterby, but everybody gets stopped by Betterby except for Beeble. So it's no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? Callum Smith got stopped by him, but I feel like, all right, bro, let's see how he look on this fight with his next scrap. But I think the fight to make is him and Callum Smith overseas. That's the real one, man. But that's my call, bro. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be smooth about it.
You may feel like it's your time.
Hey, yo.
All right.
Turkey out here snatching the rug, no pun intended, from under motherfuckers' feet, bro. Eddie Hearn says that Turkey can't give Shakur the money he promised him because the fight ain't happening in Saudi no more. It's like, what? What the fuck that got to do with anything? Honestly, like, what does that got to do with anything at all? That's
that's
so
crazy.
strange. But hey, it is what it is. Phone lines are open. We got Latron. What up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
check this out. When's the next Border Wars event?
August 2nd.
August 2nd. Okay, guys, I just met this kid in my class. He's 22, and I have him subscribe to the channel, man, on YouTube. I just learned that he boxed, and so I'm trying to get him interested in it. Where can I get like a rule book or something like that?
A USA Boxing rule book? You could go to usaboxing.org. You know that it should be free. You should be able to get
Okay, cool.
a free PDF manual or something.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nestler. Y'all have a good one.
You got it. Appreciate you, champ. August 2nd,
Yes, sir.
Wisconsin, for the Border Wars event. Anybody that wants to participate will need a USA Boxing book, but it is going down. You know, little do you know, a lot of the community are in the background, and they were hoping that this was a Border Wars show. You know, Wednesdays were usually scheduled for Border Wars. Obviously, with the long morning show, that didn't happen. So there's been a lot of Border Wars conversation in the Border Wars chat right now. It is definitely going down in the chats. Phone lines are open. Discord and X Spaces, both available for anybody that wants to call in and talk about the newly announced fight with Keyshawn Davis going back home. I just want to give credit to Top Rank for that, taking the young man back there. 10,000 tickets sold last time. Keep him there, bro. You know, don't hinder him from being a hometown star. Let him keep selling 10,000 or more until someone truly complains, until a B-side comes along that, you know, merits even playing field. Till then, you got to come get the belt from the champ in his hometown. And I think they need to keep playing into the nostalgia of, what is it, Sweet Pea was the last champ out of there? You know, keep playing into that. Like, he's the new Sweet Pea. He's bringing big-time boxing back to his state and city of Norfolk, Virginia. Like, absolutely. They need to, you know, tap into that. You know, they need to try to get – I was about to say something. I don't know, but that's why you here. You 50. Is he alive?
You asking me?
Yeah, is Sweet Pea alive?
No, he passed away, man.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he
There
passed
goes
away.
that ring walk, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a family member or some shit, right? Maybe somebody like from Norfolk that is Sweet Pea's family to kind of fake, you know, metaphorically pass the torch, like, you know, get somebody like in Sweet Pea's family to be at the fight with him and kind of like, oh, you know, you doing something that my father did or my grandfather did, you know, respect to you for bringing boxing back to Norfolk. Something like that to get the casuals something to cry about.
Nah, what about Allen Iverson, bro? He's from Norfolk. He a boxing fan. Let him walk Keyshawn out. That shit'll be lit, man. You don't think so?
What?
Allen Iverson, bro. You do know who Allen Iverson
Yeah,
Don't tell me you don't know who Allen Iverson is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Norfolk, man. Let him walk him out, man. That shit'll be dope. Keyshawn had the building lit, man. We did a live fight chat for that one, right? Yeah. We did a live fight chat for that one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. That was the night his little brother fought in that. Wasn't that Abdullah Mason, the night that he got dropped a couple of times?
Yep.
That was that same night. Yeah. We did a live fight chat for that, man. Yo, it was lit, man. Allen Iverson, Z Pacino brought up a good point. Michael Vick. You got hella athletes from Virginia, man, that could walk this dude out. Big time athletes at that, man.
I hear you. Sorry, man. Handling some negotiations in the
Nah,
background.
go ahead, man. Take care of business, man. But yeah, man, Sweet Pea passed away a while ago, man. A few years ago. I think he was hit by a car or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, man. That shit was tragic, bro.
Wild. Hit by a car. I didn't even hear that story.
Yeah, man. I want to say that was at least about 5 years ago. If I'm not mistaken, man.
Phone lines open if you want to call in. Discord and X Spaces both available. We got a couple super chats. I think we got Ike with the fat 10-pounder. Y'all been giving Key too many passes. He gets no credit for this win because this guy is coming off a 19-month layoff and an alleged blood clot. No can do. Thumbs down emoji. Hey, I mean, best name available is what people gonna say. Best name available. Yo.
Great show, man. Y'all been killing it lately, man. Real talk. You was talking some good shit yesterday, but then I'm gonna keep it real with you. You was saying some ignorant shit afterwards too, and I was trying to save you by sending you some DMs to educate you, but it's all good. What Keyshawn Davis needs to do is what Bud Crawford needs to do. He needs to get a hometown crowd, a hometown fight, and bring the Cuban to Norfolk, Virginia. It's time to take on his daddy already. It's time to take on the Cuban Lomachenko, a.k.a. Andy Cruz. That's who he needs to fight next, bro. Edwin Delos Santos is a good fight, but the truth is, he hasn't fought in 3 years, bro. In 3 years, he hasn't fought at all. So, no, I don't want to see that. I want to see Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn Davis in Norfolk, Virginia. And I'm starting to believe that Keyshawn Davis, and I like Keyshawn too, he don't have the same energy with Andy Cruz as he has with other guys that he's called out like Tank. You know what I'm saying? He don't got the same energy. When Andy Cruz approached him, he turned his back on him. And I watched those amateur fights. The first round was a little competitive, but then Andy Cruz just took him to school, bro. And I really believe that Keyshawn doesn't believe he can beat Andy Cruz. That's why he's going to continue to avoid Andy Cruz. And he's definitely not going to fight him in Norfolk because he's going to lose to him in Norfolk, Virginia. Because Andy Cruz is probably the third or fourth best lightweight in the world. He just got to get a title shot so he can show it. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn Davis is a very good lightweight. He kind of reminds me of Livingston Bramble, who's another tough lightweight from the 80s. You know what I mean? But yeah, Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn Davis needs to be next. And you're next. You had me cracking up when you was imitating the interaction between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Your bro, that shit had me crying. That shit had me dying, bro. She was like, "It wasn't me. It was the people."
That shit was hilarious, bro. You heard her.
Yeah, it was boring, man. I'm going for Amanda though. You know what I'm saying? You know, she Boricua. And Two Tone, the snake charmer, bro. Two Tone got game, bro. That's like fucking heavy. That's like Heavy D. He made it good for pink niggas again, bro. Heavy D.
Did you hear that
Biggie
fucking
Smalls,
detour he did on that call? That detour he did on that call?
Bro, that girl called in. Two Tone's the epitome of nice guys finish last.
The overweight lover. The overweight lover, Two Tone.
Overweight in the house.
He jumped on and was slandering. He was dropping B-bombs. He was slandering the black queens of boxing. And then he told Shorty SMD. And then Shorty jumped on. Two-Tone was like, yo, what's your Instagram? I'm gonna take you out, man. Yo, that nigga a funny dude, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could definitely hang out with Two-Tone and Enrique Church. That's a wild party. Them two together right there.
Hell yeah. Two-Tone and
Hold
Enrique,
on.
that's
Get
going
my
to be
picture.
crazy.
Yeah, and I met Enrique too, man.
Nah, they was
During
actually
the winter.
together at the
Hold up.
last fight
Fuimos ahí.
party.
Fuimos ahí, tráelo para atrás. Hold on a second. Fuimos toda para allá, tráelo para atrás. Sí, tu nombre, yeah.
Lows, bro. Pulling
Yeah.
out the bilingual, bro. Yo, let me ask you a question. Can you do an interview in Spanish?
Hell no. You
Can
don't
you
hear
do
that
an
chop?
interview in Spanish?
You don't hear that dog Spanish he got, bro? My shit way better than that. You heard that shit all chopped up.
That's. I interviewed Andy Cruz when I was in Philly. And
Yo.
YSM Sports, he used me as an interpreter.
It don't matter if you
In
did
Spanish.
it. Like it matters what the
Was
quality
it good?
was.
Was it good?
Ponle tu nombre, ponle el número de tu licencia, el compañía que tú
Nah,
trabajas.
that shit, yo, that shit sound like
Get the fuck out of here. Garbage.
That shit sound just like me, man. I gotta see that shit. Send me that interview, man.
Yeah, on my channel. I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah. Well, I did my interview. YSM is on YSM's channel. He interviewed Andy Cruz, and he pulled me to the side and asked me if I could talk to Andy in Spanish. So that's on his channel, but I will have to try to find it. But I got something with Andy Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Like we were play fighting this shit in the gym. He like the horse play. He a cool dude. I like Andy Cruz a lot. I think he got a lot of potential to be probably the best human in a long time since Lara. You know what I mean? But
Tell him stop ducking competition, man.
Andy Cruz is calling for the smoke. What you talking about? He trying to fight Abdullah Mason. He trying to fight Keyshawn Davis.
That was a fake Andy Cruz on Twitter. That wasn't the real Cruz.
You may feel like it's your time.
He said
You just hating on him, bro.
Pero pase buena y practica ese español, ¿oíste?
Seguro, pai.
Seguro que sí. Mira, yo
he
soy
said
boricua.
seguro, pai. Seguro. That was Puerto Rican as hell.
Yo, I've been practicing, bro. I've been practicing.
You got to talk to your wife in Spanish, bro. I got Price with the $2. Ness, give a recap of the show. I'm just jumping on. Recap, Keyshawn Davis set to defend his WBO lightweight title versus Edwin Delos Santos. Most known for knocking out Rayo Venezuela. Also known for stinking it out with Shakur Stevenson. Hasn't been seen in over 19 months. Will be back June 7th in the hometown of Keyshawn Davis in Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to Top Rank for the matchmaking. You say, matchmaking? Why am I giving them credit? Oh, well, if you don't know, the commission in Norfolk, Virginia has a 10-pound rehydration clause, which means the guy that's been out the ring for 19 months and has to get down to 135, he can't rehydrate. You smell me?
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. That part I didn't know.
Oh, man. That's what I be saying. I said that shit the first time this fight was announced.
I'll do the next interview for y'all.
Even though I got to give credit to my man on IG. I don't remember your name. You know you DM me all the time hating on everything I do, but it was him that told me. Go ahead, champ.
18 months, that ain't facing time. I'm stressed anyway. He needed for vacation time. Why y'all keep saying this shit? Nah, that's Cameron. But yo, what the fuck y'all niggas talking about? He need this. He need this layoff. You know what I mean, activity. But when it came to Stanionis, it was preservation. He preserved.
Is Stanionis out for 19 months?
Stanionis had one fight in 3 years. Preservation.
Is he out in 19 though? Is he out for 19?
One fight in 3 years is preservation. But my man over here is excuses. Keyshawn, you bring him to Virginia. It's a weight clause. Keyshawn's a big 35. He needs to go to 140. He's struggling too. Keyshawn inherited just from where he's from a hydration clause for just because of where he's from. So anywhere he go, 140, 47, 35, if he want to go home, he got the clause just because of his fucking hometown. We don't want to hear that shit. But Stanionis, man, this dude, his resume is so good. He been preserved. Boots, why is the line so far? I can't understand this shit. Keyshawn, oh my God, you picking him? damn, what if he had a fight, it'd be all right. Don't give me that shit. Let's keep the same energy. My nigga Delos Santos is preserved. Delos Santos got a decent resume. He had Ryo. He has the core. It's a good fight for him. If Boots in his resume, I mean, if Boots in his line ain't enough, Stanionis' resume is so good. Good fight on each side. Let's just keep this shit even. Let's not pick and choose. If we gonna go with something, we gonna have to apply it to everything. We're not gonna pick and choose. So let's stop with the excuses. And the next person that brings up Andy Cruz, yo, tell this boy to do something. Andy Cruz got like 6 fights. He never beat a champion. He has no interim belt. He's living off of his amateur career. This is the pros. This is the professional ranks at this point. I don't want to hear this shit until he do some shit. Let's just make this shit long story short. I'm rooting for a man in Serrano. Let's go. I'm out.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo, so for me, it ain't so much the layoff, it's what's been happening during the layoff. Like, has this dude been hanging out in DR in the clubs, partying and shit? Like, what's he been up to, man?
Don't ask me. You got to ask the voice of Dominican Boxeo. Let me see if he's available.
Oh, that's right, because he called you a mama whoever.
Word.
Yo, you know what fight I want to see next for Keyshawn? I think I think he has a fight in May.
Loma.
No, not Loma. Murataya,
I mean,
bro.
I feel like it's your time.
Hell no, bro.
Why,
Bro,
bro?
if they rock with him, they got to
Rey
get him the Loma
Murataya.
fight. They got to get him the Loma fight to show him that they rock with him and show Shakur he fucked up. Like, you left. Now we turned Keyshawn into the star. We could do this with anybody.
Yeah,
That's
but
what they
you
need
keep
to
bringing up Loma, bro. That dude's retired, bro.
He
Like,
not retired. He not retired. And until he retires, listen, if he does retire, then we fight Murataya, who's fighting Abdullah for the interim. Yeah, no problem.
That's what I mean,
But until
bro.
he retires, we want the Loma
bro.
name. The Loma name is more valuable. Neil's water bottle, 2-pounder nest. Did you hear about the building collapse in Dominican Republic? Yes, it happened in Santiago. We talked about it yesterday. My condolences, obviously, to my Dominican peoples. We lost Rudy Perez in that motherfucker. We lost 2 baseball players in there. Last I seen, there was over 118 people who hurt, and anywhere from 18 to 40 people dead. So yeah, tragic situation.
Did they say why, Ness? Has that come out yet?
No.
It's got to be a structural thing, I would say. I mean, I know you
Absolutely.
said that
I hear that the building was constructed in like 1959, and then they added an addition. There's video all over the internet. I mean, it's the internet, bro. It's undefeated. There's video of the actual ceiling collapsing in real time. Like, somebody's recording.
Man.
You know how you is in the club. If you a girl, you recording your girl. Bro, you see the ceiling fall. Her phone goes black. So she was bodied.
Damn.
Then, well, actually, no, I don't think you think she's bodied, because later the phone, you see it again, and motherfuckers is like running, and there's still like some pretty girls not dirty yet. So some of the ceiling fell, but yeah, that was shit. Wow.
That was crazy. One of those players used to play with
you
the
see,
Yankees.
nightclubs. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but if you in the house with your wife, or you doing normal things that a married man does, that probably doesn't happen to you. Not saying you ain't gonna take your wife out to dance and go to a club one day, but the probability of some shit like that happening when you a married man is lower. It's just lower.
You're right, but not just that, Ness. But my mom, I never forget something my mom told me a long time ago when I was young. Man, nothing good happens at 2-3 o'clock in the morning in the street.
That definitely sounds like a mom thing, and it makes sense though.
Definitely mom.
It definitely makes sense, bro. Lil Zoot at $2. Appreciation for Johnny, TBV Streets. F with ya, champ. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Zooted.
Yes, sir. Phone lines are open. Are you busy?
Word, we got to get that Murataya scrap going, baby.
I
That's the
got
fight I want to see.
Ray in Florida. What up?
Fellow Floridian. What part of Florida, Ray?
I think he's
Yo, what's
West
going on, y'all
Palm, right?
boys? Johnny, we got him, baby. We got him.
Let's do it. Let's go. What part of Florida,
we
Ray?
got Ness about the bed. I'm in PSL, but I'm originally from Palm Beach, where Vega from.
Okay.
It's only
All
about 45 minutes north
PSL
of
is what?
Palm
Port
Beach.
St. Lucie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this shit about I know you into investments, Ness, man. If you would, I bought my crib when COVID hit.
Yeah.
So my shit already done skyrocketed, but man, they're getting ready to. You know what Buc-ee's is by chance?
Yeah, hell yeah.
The
Big
gas
ass
station,
gas
like that
stations.
huge. Okay. They're getting ready to open one up. Probably like 2 exits north of where I'm at. So that shit about to be flooded, and then they're getting ready to make like this damn kind of like a huge ass water park, just wave pool, and you can ride like the little surfboards and shit like that. So everybody that bought at the right time up here, they're gonna love that equity when shit like that start taking off.
Facts.
But yeah, man, that shit nasty, bro. What happened in the DR, man? All them videos coming out now, bro. You seeing people kind of recording, not knowing, like stuck underneath all the debris and shit. Kind of communicating with police and stuff like that. To, telling ayúdame. This shit's sad, bro. Real sad. But I don't know how lawsuits go. Like, do you know about that club, Ness?
Yeah, Jet Set is old, bro. Bro, they had Rudy Perez there. There was baseball players there to watch him. It's
So
an
that's
old,
like
it's an old, spot. People know about it. Listen, lawsuits in DR, they exist, but we still talking about a third world country.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Cause yeah, man, there's videos coming out of people about a week or two ago releasing videos of you feel me, the damn roof kind of chipping off and
I heard that there was a lady giving mad complaints.
Yeah, bro.
Doing hella interviews that her and the neighbors have been complaining not only of the the construction or the structure, but also the noise and the that it was always over capacity. Bro, just Google Dominican gas stations, bro. Like and like Dominican gas station party. Let me see if I can find something.
Yeah.
It's
I seen it when I was in PR when I hit you up a long time ago when Matthias fought damn, who the hell that he lost to over there? Oh shit. Drawing a blank.
Bottle.
Yeah, Liam Pato. They be having them shits and you see like chunks of the damn cement falling off the wall and you can see the rebar. All that shit's the same, man. Loila, even in Jamaica, I'm sure you like you be saying you
Jamaica,
in Jamaica,
Puerto
shit,
Rico,
but,
Cuba, all that is the same, bro.
All the same, man. But yeah, very sad, bro. But real quick with the Keyshawn, yeah, man, we might see the friendship deteriorate, because despite them trying to block out all the noise, how I mentioned the last time with what would happen if he did get that Edwin fight and he outperformed Shakur. Everybody gonna start talking. They could try and block out the noise as much as possible, man. But these boxing fans cruel, bro. And I feel like even all the interviewers gonna press him because the time off. Keyshawn probably get him out of there, man. Under 6, depending where he's going, what kind of game plan he's going in there. To get him out of there. But yeah, man, if he is sponsored by Billionaire Boys Club. That's Pharrell in there, man. You want something nostalgic? What was that old song? Or he could come out to the Clips. Remember that old song Grinding?
Yeah,
everybody used to do that same beat and freestyle over back in the day.
Yeah, I remember Grinding.
Yeah, man, he come out to that. Mike Vick was at his, I believe, his last fight. So he might be tied up though, man. He's gonna be the new coach of Norfolk, Virginia. So he may be tied up around that time, man. But it's gonna be good to see what happens. He may not get credit, like I said, because of the layoff. But people still gonna talk, man. He get him out of there. They're gonna go back to Shakur and you know, that may taint the friendship a little bit. But that's all I got, y'all boys. I'm about to get this workout in.
All right, champ. We got Huang out of Houston.
Juan.
Yo.
You.
What up?
Man, first time. That's amazing. But yo, Ness. So it's for sure. That was a rumor. They called it off.
What?
And it's for sure on now.
Yeah, no, I mean, according to Michael Coppinger and Ring Magazine, it's real. It's happening now, June 7th.
And there's a there's a rehydration clause or something. What do people talk about rehydration?
Yeah, there was one in his last fight at Norfolk. That's part of the Norfolk Commission.
Oh, but they haven't said that for sure it's gonna be one. It doesn't mean that they have to have one, right? They just say
I
allow
don't know if there's a way out of it. I can't tell you there's a way out of it.
Damn.
I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Cause man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I got one of those feelings right now, man. Like I had with Rayo Pitbull. I got one of those feelings, man. Like, man, we might see an upset. Delos Santos got real power. You know what I'm saying? And that one fight he had before, what's his name? Shakur. Remember he like went the whole 12 and he was saying, man, I wanted to, you know, show off my boxing ability. Remember that? Can't remember who he fought. So it's like, I don't know, man. I like Delos Santos, and that's why I think he took time off. Like he's like, nah, man, I'm gonna get a real fight next time. He want to build his career. I don't know. I got a feeling on this one, man. I might drop $100. Fuck it.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Man. Well, but
100 on Delos Santos, huh?
Huh?
You said $100 on Delos Santos.
Yeah, I'm gonna put $100 on there. I'm gonna send you the ticket like I always do. Cause you know me, I don't like to freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I always screenshot and let you know, look, man, because motherfuckers be claiming they got these upsets. Man, you can't be scared. I mean, I ain't no rich ass dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna drop no $1,000 or nothing, right? What was that brother that moved out to the UK? Shout out to that brother.
Contrell.
Trizzy. Man, that boy, he got King Kong size balls, nothing but mad respect to that brother. But yeah, man, I don't know. I like this fight a lot, Ness. I see you ain't feeling it. You thinking, you know, something better for Keyshawn.
I'm just tired of like never getting a 50-50 squabble, man. Like just give me a 50-50 squabble. Like why we gotta get
why
a dude?
Is this not 50-50? In my opinion, look.
Bro, he coming off 19
19
months layoff, man. 19 months layoff and a loss, man. Like, what are we talking about?
Look at the layoff Keith had, man.
There's people, bro. Keith fought Brock Jarvis. He didn't fight a fucking champ, bro. You tripping?
Right? I mean, you right. Not a good comparison. But damn, man, like, cause I feel like
yo, that's Santos, the thing. We just like names, bro. That's what excites us. That's why they treat us the way that they treat us.
But how did he get the name? Oh, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gave him the name.
Yeah, because he was doing good. That's the thing. Is like he was on a trajectory. You know, and man, like I mean, I'm not gonna take away the fact that he shitted on us with that Shakur fight. He could have cut off the ring. He could have done more. That was on him. I'm not blaming that one on Shakur. You know, I'm not high on Shakur. Don't get me wrong. I'm not high on Shakur, but I'm not putting that one all the way on Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us do. Nah, man, Delos Santos, you could have done more. You could have cut off the ring. You wasn't hurt. Shakur had a hurt hand, supposedly. We won't give him that pass.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, Juan. Facts.
So, but I'm not giving no pass to Delos Santos. But at the same time, he was facing big competition, so I can understand he being cautious and scared. Let's keep it real, scared.
Man,
but that's my time.
You telling me when it's time to motherfucking put it
that's
on the
why
line,
you
took your
one.
time.
He knows I fucked up last time.
Right,
this time I gotta come home.
This is why I gotta stop saying shit because I be trying to say what's right, and y'all don't even care. Then the fighter don't like me. Look, my man blocked me because I'm telling the truth, and the truth is no champion should be fighting a dude off 19 months layoff and coming off a loss.
But these fighters gotta stop crying, man. It's like, what do you think we here for?
What are you
If anything,
talking
us
about?
complaining.
They should be here to fight the best, not to fight the best layoff fighter they could
No,
pick.
but that's what I'm saying. Them complaining. Why they complaining about what we over here talking and debating about? Nigga, we saying your name. We keeping your name alive. Motherfuckers wouldn't even be hearing your name right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they cry. Nigga, take that criticism. Quit acting like a little bitch.
Well,
Niggas
that's why they
criticizing me every
cry.
day.
That's why they cry, because they mad that you want to see them and that I'm saying you shouldn't see them, so I'm the bad guy. But I got to take another call. You the man, champ. I just don't get how y'all keep falling for this shit. It's I don't know why y'all fall for this. It's so, like, bro, I would be so hurt as a fighter in the rankings. Like, if I'm Justin Powell, though, I'm like, bro, what did Edwin Delos Santos do? If I'm Gabe Flores Jr., I took some tough losses. I got cut from Top Rank. Me and my dad built myself back up. I'm in the top 6 of the WBO without Top Rank, without any major promoter. But you skipping me for a dude with 19 months off coming off a loss. Then what is it all for? What is it all for? We shitting on the little man because Gabe and his father getting it out the mud. And I'm not saying Gabriel Flores could beat Keyshawn, but he don't deserve it. And he got a fan base. Pro Box went to his hometown. I think it was Pro Box, right? Or Marv Nation. But it's crazy, bro. Zaul Abdulayev, he can't even say nothing because he's in a vacant title shot. Interim shot. Not a vacant, but an interim shot, I think, with Murataya for the IBF. I never heard of no Sam Noakes. Jose Romero, I don't even know who the fuck that is. Abdullah Mason, are they really ready to take the leash off him? Lamont Roach is tied up with Tank. And I'm just going through the WBO 135 rankings, you know. Andy is not even an option because I'm sure to Keyshawn is like, bro, that fight is not even ready. It's not even pay-per-view. The dude ain't even win a world title. People only know this motherfucker because of me. Like, where's the money in that fight? Delos Santos somehow, with 2 years out the ring, is even ranked. You're supposed to be off the rankings after 12 months. Off the rankings. That's just universal. That's not Ness hating. That's natural fucking sanctioning body shit. But somehow they wanted this dude to fight Keyshawn, so he's in the rankings.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Huang, though, for willing to bet on Delos Santos, man, off that layoff, man. That's crazy.
Man, you know, if you got it, 100 ain't shit, you know? If you got it, 100 ain't shit.
I'm telling you, man.
Let me see what I got. Matt, $2 facts. Johnny, my mom's says the same. I guess he meant the same. Whatever you're saying was, he must have meant the same.
He's talking about nothing good happens at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
For sure. What do we got on Discord? Big If.
You
You
hear me?
We hear you.
Yo, salute, man. Salute to Nesta. Salute, Hangout. Yo, great show, man. Hey, yo, the Spanish translating epidemic, man. That shit it's out of hand, son. The shit, it even happened today at the Amanda conference, man. I don't know if y'all caught that. Shorty was trying to talk to her phone to translate back to her, to translate back to the shit was like, it was out of hand. So it was funny, but I was remember TBV, man. Speaking of TBV, yo, who's son of that represented y'all, man? I don't think I heard about his name, man. Who's that?
Who?
Some dude was like, yo, he was talking during the questions.
Oh, you talking about
Saquon?
Y'all heard of Saquon. He's just very professional when he's on the road, except if he's in a debate with Sean Porter talking about Earl. But yeah, that was Saquon. Very, very professional. He actually sent me the timestamp, so I'm gonna play that, you know. But yeah, and those cameras from MVP, them Netflix cameras was nasty or what? Saquon looked good, man. Shout out to Saquon looking like he's still in the gym, man. Yo, them cameras bro, them cameras was serious. And his question was good too. He made them say he made them say who would be the actor that plays them in the movie of the trilogy. That was pretty dope. New,
That's
different.
a good question. Yeah.
Facts. Now the cameras was mad nice, son. Like, but I was like, yo, I never seen something. But like you said, son is mad professional, man. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I was like, I forgot what he said his name was, but I was like, yo, son is mad
Saquon
professional,
Jones.
man.
Saquon Jones.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Actually, Saquon has his own streaming service, man. He does a lot of like he's got like sitcoms, you know, and he hires a lot of tri-state and New York City actors. He actually did, I think he shot something inside the Diamante bar out there. You know, shout out to
Oh,
Saquon
that's
and
what's up.
Enrique. Yeah. I mean, these dudes is like different tax brackets. They just love boxing. So they do that. You know,
Mm.
they do that on some hobby shit. It's not like they
He does
working for
your
me.
he does your New York stuff, right?
Yeah, he does my New York stuff.
Oh, he's the one. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Good ass
That's what's
set
up.
of
And
hair
lastly,
too.
man.
That motherfucker gotta be Johnny's age too, and he got great hair, man. I'm gonna have to pull this up. I forgot about that shit. That motherfucker
Yo,
got
but
that
lastly,
grease
man,
lightning hair going
yo,
on.
Delos Santos, man, yo, y'all gotta make up, man, because you was out here going hard for him yesterday, man. I don't know. I'm not saying this is the reason why he got the fight, but I'm just saying somebody got to clip whatever the show was yesterday
Man, he ain't
and
gonna
send it to
care.
him.
He ain't gonna care that I was showing love. These dudes are sensitive, man. It's all good. I ain't
Yo,
mad
that's
at
crazy.
ya.
He don't
That's
like
crazy. But
Ness,
anyways,
man.
great show, man. Great show, man. I'm out, man. Peace.
All right. Yeah, so
He,
it's
he don't
time.
fuck with Ness, bro.
Not anymore.
Mama huevo. That shit was classic when you told me that shit.
I think I would have to scroll because he blocked me, so now you can't find him. So I gotta go scroll through my messages to play it. I could play it because it's a voice message.
Oh, you could play it?
You
You
got
gotta find
excited?
that shit.
He
You gotta
nasty,
fucking
yo.
find that
Look,
shit,
you
bro.
gotta find it. That's terrible, bro. Terrible, bro.
You gotta find that shit and play it, bro.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit! I thought it was a text
Here
message or
go my
something.
boy Saquon, man, because he did his
Let's,
thing.
let's
Whenever
see
he could keep
Saquon.
his composure, he's the man. Because you can't talk about Earl with him, especially on camera. He ain't gonna care. But yo, this does look good. I kind of miss being in the field. This feels like something I needed to be at. This feels like part of history, yo. Look at that. It's. I hate to
I'm
fucking
telling you,
say
the
it too.
production
I
is
hate to
crazy.
fucking say it. It got the UFC feel. How they got all the fighters kind of on a stage
Right.
bleacher type
Yes.
of thing. It got the
Yes, that's true.
UFC feel going to it. And I hate to be sounding like a hater, but yeah, it just got the UFC feel going to it. I don't know, but whatever.
They didn't do that to the one that I went to in Tampa when Jake fought Mike Perry. They did it traditionally where they were all side by side, all of them lined up side by side. This is the first time. Well, actually, this is not the first time. They did this. Didn't they do this for the Jake Paul Mike Tyson one?
Probably.
Yeah. They did. Where's Saquon? You didn't.
I know. I
You ain't
mean, you
share
started
Saquon.
talking. I didn't want to keep you off camera,
Oh,
champ.
my bad.
All right, you know, I gotta
You gotta
let you
shut
get your
me up,
time.
bro.
Flex, all right?
Crazy.
Oh wait, yeah, you hear it, right?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Crazy.
That's what I meant. Let's go back to the questions right over here.
Jones with the box. Turn it up though. Wait. Oh no, it is up. Damn. All right, but that's Saquon right there. Good Paul shot anyway.
Shit.
And he boxed. He won a Golden Gloves. That's probably
Is
the
he
guy that
Hispanic?
needs to fight. That's who OC could fight. I just
Is
don't
he
know that
Hispanic?
Saquon still wants to fight. Say again?
Is he Hispanic or half Hispanic?
I don't think so. He just got that whole Dominican vibe going to him. He got that Caribbean feel. But look at that head of hair, bro. He's like Black Superman.
Yo, this dude's behind them, Barack. That's
Yeah,
Barack, right? With that?
Yeah, Barack is next.
Boxing voice. I was at the first fight at Madison Square Garden, so I'd like to say thank you both for creating such a great atmosphere at that first fight. As a long life fight fan, I've never.
Jerry said this the dude to be crashing out. Yes. Look at the difference. So professional on these Netflix cameras, but he'll call in here and go crazy for Earl.
Seen an atmosphere like that, so I just want to.
Hold on. I just heard somebody join. Oh, Broadway Joel. We got to get to that. Let's get this Dominican update. Joel, how are you?
We can't hear you.
You're muted. You got to unmute yourself. It says guest as muted. No, check the software on the link. Right now, we're joined by Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing, joining the voice of the people with the hangout spot. And we're going to talk some boxing here. We had to get him because, you know, he don't get blocked, man. You know, all the Dominican fighters love Joel. So we hoping he could give us a good update and his true thoughts. You know, I want him to tell me that he believes I'm being a jerk. I don't know. Is my opinion not valid? Have you figured it out?
Hold on, can you hear me now?
I do, but not through your mic.
Second, I'm having a little.
That sounds a little better.
Now I'm good.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, what's going on? My bad for the technical
mic just to check.
difficulty.
Tap the mic just to check. Oh yeah, it's not connected.
Yeah, it's not the mic. You're not connected.
Fail. Try jumping out, jumping back in. Try jumping out, jumping back in, maybe. So you can set it up in the green screen part. Yeah, you're muted. We don't hear you now. Oh, fuck. I just hung up on Johnny trying to hang up on him. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up while we wait for these guys to jump back on. I got Lake County $2. That's not Gina Carlo Espisoto asking TBV questions. I don't know who the hell Gina Carlo Espisoto is. Are you like making a joke about how Saquon looks? Let me see.
You booted me out.
Yeah, by mistake. I don't see Joel, bro. What's going on? Oh, that's who he said it was. That's so funny. Yo, somebody super chatted and said, is this Saquon and shit? Look. I know that actor. He's actually plays a great. Man. He actually plays a great bad guy.
He was Gus from Breaking Bad.
All right. My apologies, everybody.
Now the voice of Dominican boxing is connected. Champ, I just wanted to get you on, obviously, to give us your thoughts on Edwin Delos Santos getting his title shot. What was your initial thoughts before everything that took place yesterday? Just when, you know, it was rumored Delos Santos versus Keyshawn. What was your immediate reaction?
My immediate reaction was, damn. I wish he had a fight or two in between. You know, I feel like this is a very winnable fight for Edwin Delos Santos. I think he can knock him out easy. I think this could be an easy fight for him. But with the layoff,
wait, don't go too fast. You said you think Edwin can knock out Keyshawn easily?
Let me finish my statement. I said if he was active, if he was healthy, if he was on point, I think this would be an easy fight for him. Yes, knock him out. Yes.
Now, again, I'll just put it out there. Delos Santos blocked me. He's not happy that I'm not happy that he's getting a title shot off of 19 months off. My biggest issue is he's coming off a loss, a horrible performance, 19 months off, and a blood clot. What are we doing? Really, what are we doing?
Again, that's where I was leading to. I think he would have won this fight easy, but coming off a layoff, coming off being, you know, injured and stuff like that, I do have my reservations. I'm not saying he can't win, because one thing I do know for a fact, and I've seen it with my own eyes, is Edwin's a puncher. And so he definitely has a chance to win in this fight. And I haven't made a pick who's gonna win or not. But if he was 100% healthy, if he was active, I will have no doubt in my mind who I'm picking. And but unfortunately, that's not what's happening. And people telling me, yo, man, he should turn down the fight. And get a tune-up in and do this. Nah, man. Opportunity waits for nobody. If you getting another title shot and whatever, it's coming off an injury, it's coming off a layoff, then you got to do what you got to do. Hopefully you in shape. Hopefully you can get in shape and come up with a good game plan and take that fight. I think he's a big enough puncher where he can take that risk of taking a fight on short notice. But yeah, no, that's the hand he was dealt. He just has to, he has to play with the cards he was dealt.
Yo, Joel, this is Johnny from the Hangout Spot, bro. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you as well.
So to me, it's not so much the layoff, it's what's been happening during the layoff. Do you have any insight of what he's been doing? What's he been doing for the last 18 months, man?
So obviously after a training camp, you take a little bit of a break. So he took a little bit of a break. He went to the Dominican Republic, and upon trying to stay in shape, he injured his shoulder. So the doctor evaluated his shoulder. What they told him was, hey man, it just needs rest. Like, just don't punch. You can still do cardio and stuff like that, but you can't, whip your arm around, do mitt work, punch the bag, spar. You can't do none of that. So he took those instructions and he just stuck to cardio, was running, just regular cardio work. And once his shoulder was healed, the doctor said, hey man, you could go back to boxing. Like, you can do everything you did before. So you go back to boxing. Then he gets a blood clot on his foot. So he goes to the doctor again, and the doctor tells him, this is a very dangerous situation you have in your foot. And you just got to have to rest it. And he had to take medications and stuff like that. This honestly, all jokes aside, he really could have died off this. Blood clots, I don't know if you guys have family members who have experienced that or knows people that have had problems with that. You know how dangerous it could be. So, and he just couldn't really do much after that. He couldn't do no cardio. He couldn't do no sparring, no punch in the bag up until his foot was
I got to interject. I'll let you double back to this, but I think what everybody wants to hope that as the voice of Dominican boxing. Drum roll, please. Did you talk to Edwin about the scandal that is now including Scamson Liar Witch? Looks like Carl Moretti is saying there is a $400,000 offer. Edwin Delos Santos said $225,000 is what he was offered. Now they obviously came to an agreement because the cat was out of the bag. Did you speak to Delos Santos or his team at all? And do you know any inside info? And if not, what was your thoughts on the whole situation anyway?
I did speak with Edwin Delos Santos. I asked him for
the fucking voice of Dominican boxing. Make sure you check him out on YouTube, Broadway Joel. And he started another thing where he's like interviewing. Yo, you got a nice studio in New York. What you rent that when people are there? That shout out to you, first of all. Let me applaud my peoples here. Where's my applause? Applause. Here we go. Fire interview with Tiafimo in studio. Fire interview with Richardson Hitchens in studio. Go check out my man's channel, man. He out here grinding. Salute. Word. Appreciate you, champ.
I appreciate the plug. It is very much appreciated. First time I went over 1,000 subscribers was when I went to Las Vegas. So I definitely got love for the boxing voice. Although you do be on some bullshit with the Dominican boxing, but that's just our banter. That's probably a better way of putting it. But to answer your question, not to belabor the moment, I called Edwin yesterday. I'm like, yo, what's going on with this? Let's go live. Let's do an interview right now. And he just said, Broadway, you my guy. Let's wait until the contract is signed, and then we'll talk about anything you want to talk about. And he even said that he wants to do the interview with me in studio as opposed to like how we do it through Zoom, because he lives in Pennsylvania. I live in New York. He said part of his training camp will be in New York, so I will be in his training camp. I will be getting behind the scenes footage for you guys. And he said while in New York, he is going to meet me in my studio, and we're going to do an interview for Well, and I'm if y'all know, if y'all watch my interviews, y'all know I don't bite my tongue. Y'all know I ask all the questions, and this situation won't be any different.
Dope.
So the money situation. What happened? Is Samson a liar, or was there just like, did he tell you, oh no, you know what? It was lost in communication. It was my manager that actually because he put in the tweet, my promoter told me 225. Like, what? How'd that get fixed? Do you know? If you don't know, it's cool. I gotta ask.
I don't know. Because what he said was he didn't want to talk about anything until he signed the contract, and then he said he will let me know in when we do the interview in studio. He would let me know all the details. So that's as far as I can talk about that situation. Now, if you asking me my opinion, and I have a good relationship with Samson, so I would need to hear both sides of this. But it don't look good for Samson. And that's just me being honest. And I hope he doesn't get offended if he hears this. But if a fighter is saying he's getting offered $175,000 than what's on the table, it's concerning. It's concerning because you offer him 225 allegedly. Again, we're gonna go allegedly. And now I know that a promoter is eligible to get 20%. So you're probably gonna take another 20% on top of that. And I actually got a story real quick with I don't know if I could share this story, but I'm gonna share it anyways, just because we gotta out these people. So Amir Mansour, you remember him, the heavyweight?
Of course, from Delaware.
Yeah, so he had gotten a DM on Facebook from a German promoter saying, hey man, we want to offer you a fight for 100,000 in Germany, this, that, and the third. So he goes, that's fine. Here's my manager's number. Hit him with the details and talk to him. Boom. All right, cool. Then his manager calls him and goes, man, I have a great opportunity for you. And he's like smiling, holding the phone, like I already know, because he was the one who sent them over there. He goes, yo, I got you a fight in Germany for $70,000. And he was like, yo, bro, I was the one who sent that guy to you. I know it's 100.
And what does the manager say? Does he even say anything? Does he try to fix it?
I don't remember too much of the story after that because I was so flabbergasted with that story. But my point is that shit like this happens in boxing. I'm not saying Samson is guilty or innocent. I don't know. I don't know until I speak to both of them. But things like this do happen in boxing, and I definitely, I definitely want to get to the bottom of this. As much as you do, as much as the fans, I see you got 561 watching right now. As much as those 561 plus you two guys want to know, I want to know as well. And I honestly don't care who gets offended. If either of those two men are in front of my presence, I'm gonna ask about that tweet.
Wow, I mean, look, I don't know if there's anything else to ask, right? You already are picking Edwin, even off the long layoff. You're kind of picking him. You're saying.
I ain't say I had a pick. I didn't say I had a pick.
I mean, bro, if you think an active Edwin would have stopped Keyshawn easily, I think you still think that this version of Edwin can get a win.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? I'll give you. I could probably give you a better answer once I go in camp and see Edwin, because again, like as I mentioned, part of his camp will be in New York City, so I will be able to see him spar and hit the bag and working out and stuff like that. I'll get a better gauge as to how he looks, because I haven't seen him in person in a while. Now that I think about it, yeah, so I just want to see how he looks in person. But if he looks good to me, I'm picking him by knockout. I've seen Keyshawn get hurt to the body many times by punchers who are not as big as Edwin. And I think if you're getting hurt by these guys, if you're getting wobbled to the head by Albright, what's going to happen when it's Edwin Delos Santos?
I mean, can't Edwin land the punch, bro? He didn't land no punch on Shakur.
I don't know what happened in that fight. Nobody landed punches in that fight.
I mean, obviously Shakur did. That's how he won.
Sure. I mean, I'll say exactly what Edwin said about that fight on my channel. He goes, that he thinks both of them should have been disqualified. They both should have took a L. How they
Yeah,
fought.
I mean,
Okay.
that's what he said because
Yeah.
I mean, on this channel, he said he felt like he didn't want to take a chance because that's what Shakur wanted him to do was to take a chance so he could counter him.
He
So
did
it's
say
like,
that. He did say that. He did say that on my channel too, which I don't understand. I thought that was a horrible game plan. I for the life of me can't understand why boxing was was the game plan in that fight. I like it's I said it during the fight because I did a live stream and I said it after the fight, and I still to this day don't understand why that was the game plan. But I think they were trying to get cute with him and trying to make it seem like, yo, he's a boxer too. Because if you remember in the fight before that, in the Adorno fight, he was boxing too, boxing, as opposed to, trying to push and make the fight and act like a puncher. So I think he learned his lesson, learned it the hard way. And by the grace of God, he's getting another opportunity. And I can guarantee you he's not going to be boxing in this fight.
When does his training camp officially start?
He's already been in the gym. I don't know when, what's the difference between being in the gym and training camp? Training camp might have already started if being in the gym that's what you count. But he's been in the gym, and so that's my answer. I don't know when training camp starts. He comes to New York, I think, next week though.
Broadway, where are you from? You're from Bonao, you said, or no?
My father's from Santiago and my mother's from La Capital.
Okay. I don't know where I get Bonao from. And where is Edwin from?
Edwin's from the capital.
Okay. Okay, damn. So did any of his relatives in that accident? Did you know?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of that any Dominican boxer knew anybody. Maybe they knew a friend or something like that, but I haven't seen, I'm pretty active on social media checking out what their posts. I haven't seen them post a specific person besides praying hand emojis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, no.
Okay. You raised with the culture? Like is your like goal to end up in DR retired?
I mean, I don't know where I'm gonna end up, to be honest with you, but my girl doesn't like the idea of living in DR, so that's probably all.
She's not Dominican.
She is Dominican. She is Dominican.
Wow. Born over there or over here?
No, born in America. But she wants to stay out here, so that's fine by me. I don't know. I think staying in New York, man, boots to the ground is probably where I'm gonna stay because as in
retirement.
I mean, the voice of Dominican boxing gonna do this till I'm in the dirt, man.
No, I hear you. I say the same thing. Like, what am I retire from? Like, you know what I mean? But I guess I'm just asking because the culture likes to believe that they come into America, they're gonna work, and then they're gonna retire back in DR. So I just wanted to know if that was your mindset as well.
I definitely.
Because you're not first generation. You were born here, or you were born here?
I was born here.
Yeah, so me and you got a different mindset than, let's say, our parents who did come here to go back there.
If I was single or if my lady maybe had a different mindset, maybe that would be the plan. I don't know. I definitely want to get a spot out there, like a vacation home, or because since I've been to the voice of Dominican boxing, I've only been to DR once, and that was on a cruise that we made a one stop.
Nasty work.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to get out there and hit them nasty looking gyms and get some of that footage for the world, for the people.
Yeah. And I got a really good relationship with the Dominican Olympic coach, and who I interviewed on my channel, by the way. Not everybody out here interviewing Olympic coaches.
Bro, anytime you want to go, let's fucking do it. I want to go with you. We're going to do a collab trip to visit the DR gyms. Swear to God.
Okay.
If you wait till next year, God willing, I will have a truck over there, and we don't need to rent. But if we do it this year, we did it this year, and we just gonna have to rent. But I would love to do that because I know Javier Fortuna, and we could go to his gym. I know the other girl, the one that lost to Sky Nicholson. We could go to her
Diana.
gym. Obviously, we both cool with Adamas. We could go to where he started, Hendry. You know, there's
Yeah.
a few spots, bro. And those
Well,
gyms look so funny because everything is made out of concrete. Like I think it'll give our audience the idea to see how similar it is to like Cuban school of boxing. Those gyms look very similar. The aprons are all ripped up. You know, it just be. I would love to do that experience. I never even, went to one myself. Like, so yeah, I would love to do it.
Shit, I'm down. You can count me in. You know what I'm saying? Since you mentioned Jim, I wanna shout out to El Buma. He's a trainer from Lomina in the capital, and he's produced a lot of Dominican fighters. A lot of the Dominicans they came out of his gym. Elvis Rodriguez.
Hey
There's a
yo,
guy.
I'm
What's up?
sorry. I'm gonna cut off a Harley. I'm gonna give you the chance to be the Dominican voice. Won't you tell my peoples who Henry Cedeno is helping? If you really the voice,
As far as sparring,
yeah.
I know he out in Philly
Come
heavy.
on, man. Ain't Cedeno.
You know what? I just spoke
What's
with
the
him
brother
yesterday.
name? LD. I mean, no, LD is the younger one, right?
Right.
LD's the younger one, the bigger
LD
one.
is the younger one, 160, who
Yeah,
spars a lot with Boots Ennis.
Oh, nah. So they didn't give you the call, champ. Put in a
Nah.
text, man. Put a text
I
right
spoke with
now,
I spoke with Hendry yesterday. LD I haven't spoken with in a while, but I
bro.
spoke with Hendry yesterday.
Put in a text right now. See if they answer you live. Yeah, yo, ¿dónde que tú estás? Me están diciendo que tú estás en algún lado. ¿Dónde que tú estás, mi hermano? ¿Cómo que tú no me dijiste? Come on, champ.
But go ahead, spill the beans. Go ahead, spill the beans.
I'm not at liberty, but you, on the other hand, can do your research and say what you got to say.
Let me hit him up, see what he says.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
All right.
But
Let's
listen, champ, I know you was gonna go live, so please let them know where you about to go live at, so they could, follow you and tune into your program. But I don't want to keep you too long.
No, I appreciate that. Before I dip off, I actually wanted to speak with you about that Elvis Rodriguez Lindolfo Delgado fight.
I thought he won. I thought Elvis won. Even though he was beat up, I felt he won, bro. I don't know what they did. It's messed up. I did feel like I got to go watch the Puello fight again because I had a live fight chat. I had a watch party. So, Tone was there. It was so many people. It was the day of Border Wars in my amateur event. So I was like watching Puello and not really watching Puello. I'm not sure he won, but I feel Elvis won. I feel Elvis won.
You know what's funny?
And Adames. I thought Adames won.
I was ringside for the Puello fight, and I kind of had this. I didn't score the fight, which I regret. I just figured I'd just watch and enjoy. I had the same feeling as you. I wasn't sure he won the fight. It was at the end of the day, it was a split decision, and it kind of felt that way. Kind of felt like he gave away the first 4 or 5 rounds, and then he came on the last 4 or 5 rounds. But he definitely lost that last round. And when the decision was being announced, I genuinely didn't know who won. As far as Elvis Rodriguez, I thought my man won. I thought he was robbed of a knockdown. And I think that knockdown had a trickle-down effect because he knocked him down, ropes hold him up.
Yep. I said the same thing, bro. He knocked my man across the ring. How you not count that a knockdown? If the ropes ain't there, he flies out the fucking ring. I said the same thing. No, and
it's a domino effect because, right, he doesn't get knocked down, allegedly. So Elvis keeps pressuring, trying to get the knockout, ends up gassing himself out for the 10th round. If he gets the knockdown, mentally it affects Lindolfo Delgado. Like, wait a minute, I just got dropped.
Yeah.
I just lost a point. You don't know. And Elvis gets a nice little 10-second rest. You know what I'm saying? And 10 seconds in those moments are big. And he also has an extra mental advantage. Hey, man, I just gained a point. I was really frustrated by how it was refereed. Plus, he got hit low a lot, and they never took a point from Lindolfo. They just kept warning him. And then the judges came out with that whack-ass scorecard. And, yeah, man, I wasn't very happy with how it turned out. But honestly, Dominicans, we used to getting the short end of the stick. Look what happened to Adames. Look what happened to Adames. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, last one. Do you consider Edwin to be a big 135-pounder?
No, I don't, because even when he fought Shakur and Adorno and Rayo at 135, quick story on the fight with Rayo. He had a fight the week after Rayo. He had a fight scheduled. Then Rayo's opponent pulled out, and then he had to fight Rayo. The fight that he was going to fight was at 130. And then he fought, for the opportunity against Rayo at 135, knocked him out. And then he kept telling me, Joel, I make this weight so easy. Like, he'll be in camp. He'd be like, I'm at 138 right now. Like, I don't need to cut.
The reason I'm bringing this up, I text you the information because obviously they don't fuck with me. I mean, maybe Cello does still, but you know how it is. You got to be loyal to your fighter. There is a rehydration rule in Norfolk for all boxing events. So even though he's not IBF and this is not an IBF, there will be a rehydration. Make sure they know. I thought he was big. He looks muscular, shoulders, biceps. Definitely he looks yoked, to me.
Nah.
But hopefully that doesn't affect him, because that was my issue. 19 months off, rehydration clause, that might be an issue.
Yeah. Now, as far as how he rehydrates, if he's somebody who blows up, I'm not too familiar with. But I know for a fact he's told me I'm really a 130. Maybe after this long layoff, he really is a 135. But he's told me in the past he's really a 130. That he just fights at 135 because that's where Javante is, and Lomachenko and Shakur. And at one point, Devin Haney and Tio. So he was like, that's where the money at. Ain't nobody at 130 going to give me a bag. Plus, I could punch harder than most of those guys at 135 anyways. Let me fight up there and get that money. And look, he's getting back-to-back big paychecks.
For real. And I think, that's why they don't like a guy like me, because to them, it represents a check and a life-changing opportunity. But to me, it represents boxing being broken continuously and giving us what we don't deserve, Like, bro, not that it's better fights there, because Gabriel Flores is not a better fight. It's not like he's about to knock out Keyshawn. Abdullah Mason, I don't know that he's ready, but I know that the top-ranked matchmakers aren't going to put him in there with Keyshawn.
Nah, it's too soon. It's too soon.
There's really no one there other than Delos Santos in them WBO rankings. Outside of that, though, Lucas Body deserved a shot. Floyd Schofield, Justin Palvo, offer Abdulayev the fight. Take him out that not bum ass Murataya fight, but that fight ain't like a pay-per-view. Ain't nobody like, oh yeah, let's do a live fight chat for Abdulayev and Murataya. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's people that's not inactive. Lord have mercy. But I don't want to keep you. Like I said, I could talk my ass off.
I appreciate you, bro. Definitely for having me on your platform. Everybody go to my channel, Broadway Joel. Subscribe. That Broadway Joel is my Spanish channel. Broadway Joel podcast is my English channel. You know what I'm saying? I kept having a problem when I would talk English, people would get mad at me, and when I would talk Spanish, people would get mad at me. So now I just had to get a separate
and listen,
channel.
Bro, YouTube long time ago recommends to keep it separate.
I had to do it.
They do recommend English captions though for English audiences to still view your Spanish stuff, but Spanish on a whole separate channel is how they prefer.
And before I go, go subscribe to those two channels. And my man Ness, bro, you need to interview my man Rohan Polanco, man. Interview him right now.
Set it up. I love
Let me know. I got you. I'm the plug. I'm the plug.
I'm going to send you my schedule right now. Any of these days and times that works for him, because he's in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Providence?
No, he's in Massachusetts.
Okay. So I just sent you the times. It's 9:30 a.m. his time, Monday through Friday, or 7:30 his time, Monday through Friday. If he needs to do 10 or even 10:30, we could do that.
All right,
those
cool,
are the days. Any day next week, tell them so that I can give my
and
audience
everybody
time
watching,
to ask questions.
Everybody watching, Rohan Polanco, and knock your favorite fighter out Right now, not in a fight or two, not next year,
You capping
not
right
let him
now.
get
You
to me.
you
Right
capping right now.
now,
You
Rohan
capping.
Polanco will
You
knock your favorite
capping.
fighter out.
You capping. You capping.
Yeah, all
Tell
right.
Top
I ain't
Rank. Tell
capping
Top Rank
shit.
put him in there with Norman then.
Let's go.
Tell
Let's
him put him in
go.
there with
You know
Norman.
damn well they gonna do that. You know
Put him in there
damn
with
well.
Norman.
Call me now.
Damn, my bad. My bad. Tell him put him in there with Norman since that's in-house. Easy fight to make.
Yeah, I want that. And he just won a WBO regional, so
Let's go.
definitely
In-house.
something on the
In-house. Let's
way.
see how quick they throw him in there.
Let's go.
Bro, listen, first and
when they make
foremost,
that fight, and when they make that fight, I want to
love
bet.
my Dominicans, bro. I love my Dominicans, but he got to change that style. Like, that shit ain't
Now-
going to work on the elite level, thinking you Mayweather with a shoulder roll, plotting behind the shoulder. That ain't
all right,
going to work.
hold on. What fight has he looked bad?
It don't matter. It's about when you
It
fight
do
someone
matter.
on your level. Ay, Dios mío. It's about when you fight someone on your level doing the shit you've been getting off on those type of guys. That's what matters. That's what matters.
Listen. When they make the fight, we could bet whatever
Bro,
you
Norman
want.
is a black Mexican, bro. He needs to fucking take Roger Mayweather's name. Wasn't he like the black Mexican? Like, I swear to God, bro. You see how many punches Norman throws and he comes forward? This shit with Rohan doing, that ain't gonna work, bro. You're gonna get punched in the face trying to shoulder roll.
That kind of firepower coming back at him. Never in his life.
Bro,
So-
and neither has Rohan. Yo, Norman is punching. Listen, don't worry, because
And Rohan
Rohan is
ain't.
number 10. We're going to see you in a bit, but I'm going to put some highlights just to make sure that he loves that shoulder roll too much. That's my opinion. I could be
but my
wrong.
thing is, you're saying he loves the shoulder roll too much. When has he gotten like hit or stunned?
He keeps
or
saying,
knocked down?
yo, tell him set the fight up with Polanco and Giovanni. Because Giovanni getting back in the rankings, and truth be told, we don't want that fight again.
I'm with it.
It's too
I'm
soon.
with it.
It's too
I'm with
soon.
it, and he's
Let
with it.
Rohan do to Giovanni what Norman did to build his name. Because we going to Japan to get that money. We going to Japan to get that money while Norman, while Polanco still got to build up.
Back with his title too.
Huh?
Make sure he come back with that title too.
Oh, come on. Jin Sasaki ain't getting about the
Make sure he come back with that title. That's all I'm saying.
I hear
you know what I'm saying?
champ.
He going out there, get your money, but make sure you get your title back too.
I hear you, champ. I hear you.
But yo, my brother, thank you so much for the time.
Always, always.
Nice meeting you, man.
Nice meeting you as well, bro.
I'm watching these highlights. I don't know. That would be a great fight, actually, but I still think that Norman throws more punches. And I see him in this Torres fight. He's very physical, but is he gonna be stronger than Norman? And I ain't talking punching power. I'm talking physicality in that clinch. That's a good fight, though. Let's see how long Top Rank takes to make it, yo. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. That could be, end up being a trilogy. That's a good fight. It'll look good on paper, too. I mean, on TV. It's a good style matchup. Polanco is a little bit fat. Norman loves to get, right and left back hook. That could be a fucking war.
Come on, man. You talking Polanco into a ass whooping right now, bro. Stop it. Yeah. Come on, man.
Hey, we don't know, man. Maybe a star be born. Who knows?
Come on, man.
Oh, they
You
call
know what
Roger
time
the
it is.
Mexican
Tell us the story, though.
assassin. They call Roger the Mexican assassin. Yes, there's a schedule. I like to put people Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. If they're on the East Coast, I put them 9:30 Eastern, which is like 6:30 my time. And because I'm always late, I'll say 10 or 10:30. And if they're West Coast, then I pray that we have a long enough show to do 8:30 West Coast, which is 11:30 East Coast. That's the schedule, because people are like, oh, you got a schedule? Yeah, I try to always do it then. And I don't want to have Rohan on tomorrow. I want to give you guys time to drop your questions. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of you guys, hey, you guys, do you think they need to redo the Goonies? Because you're as old as me. Actually, you're older. Actually, you're older. Actually, you're older. What do you mean? No.
Yo, you see my
Whoa.
latest shadow boxing
You
video?
ain't send it to me. You ain't send it to me. You ain't want me to. You ain't want me to get you more call outs. That's why. You know, if you put out more small shadow boxing, more people gonna call you out. So what you gonna do, bro? You got to keep that shit to yourself. But send it if you want me to
So,
show it. I'll show it.
so maybe the call outs will motivate me to do this, man. You know, I'm thinking big though. If I come to Border Wars, it's gonna be big. I'm talking about sponsors. I'm talking about a walkout song. I'm talking about somebody's walking me out. I'm doing that shit big, bro.
Let's go. I mean, bro, I could totally slide you Xander's father's information. See if he want to walk out a fellow Boricua. You know, it's on you. It's on you. He's from Florida. You know, slide you that info. You go do a gym visit, and then be like,
Oh,
"Yo, actually, I'm about to have my first amateur fight at over 50s, and it would be such an inspiration. I mean, you would help me get this win if you was in the stands to watch me fight. Special guest."
you talking too much, bro. This shit gotta be like, everybody gotta look forward to that shit.
Yeah, but that's how they look forward by knowing that
You gotta
Johnny getting a ring walk by Xander Zayas, the Puerto Rican. He can't be the prince because that's my man Berlanga. I mean, you know, he next up though. We gonna keep him there. He next
Yeah.
up.
I gotta get up in there though for a training session though, Ness. So get me up in there
For sure.
when he's in camp.
I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna do it
better to
up
go before
big.
camp. Better to go before camp like that. They don't hit you with the,
Oh,
oh,
even
camp
that.
is
Yeah, yeah,
camp.
yeah.
You know, we don't want. You know, you get in there, you friend
For
up,
sure.
then you come all the time.
All right, let's do it. Make it happen.
Word.
Make it happen.
Gucci, what up?
What up, gang?
What up?
Yo, shout out to my man, Johnny from the Hangout Spot.
What up, Gooch?
Oh, always nice to have Johnny in the building, man. Yo, bro, Broadway Joel off a bag, man, earlier. I mean, overall, that was a great interview, right? But dude said Keyshawn a plate for Delos Santos, Ness. That's
Word.
crazy, man. Johnny, when he said that, what was going through your head? When he
I
said
was, I
it's
was
an easy KO for Delos Santos.
I was trying not to to do a facial expression. This is the first time I met this dude, so I didn't want him to get the wrong impression. But I was thinking like, damn, like
Got
really? Ooh, I wanted to just go like this, like, oh,
Yeah, man, he reminded me of how like the UK be repping their dudes, man. He be standing up for the Dominicans, man.
he ride or die.
But
He ride
yo,
or die. I gave him props for that.
oh yeah, nah, for sure, man, for sure. Yo, you know Shakur is tight right now, bro. Yo, Shakur tight right now. You know why?
Wow.
Um, bro,
I know why.
the little bro is expected to put on a show, bro. And you know what's about to happen? The price
Preach,
about to go down. That common opponent is the worst common opponent right there. Cause if
preach.
Keyshawn knocks him out, Top Rank gonna be like, yo, we lost Shakur, but we got Keyshawn. Look what he did to Delos Santos. Type shit, man. You know Shakur tight right now, bro. He ain't gonna say nothing. But he an emotional ass dude, so you know he feels some type of way. Uh he gonna be tight right now because he gonna feel like Keyshawn's gonna try to show him out. You feel me? And you know the price gonna drop. Either the price gonna drop or Keyshawn price gonna go up. But I think it's a little both, man. Um, but yeah, man, I was thinking about that. I'm like, damn. Usually when fighters have common opponents like that, it's to fight each other. They're expected to fight each other, you feel me? But these Call of Duty brothers, they ain't doing that. So this kind of like a little bit of disrespect in a way. Um, but yeah, man. I just thought I'd point that out, man. But yo, great show, man. I missed the whole first show, bro. It was tightness. I had a long ass day, bro. I came home, showered, back from the gym and shit. rolling on my blunt for the 7 o'clock show. I'm like, yo, what's happening, bro? 7:30. What the hell? That's crazy. Um, but nah, man, you got me all hyped when I saw the notification. I'm like, damn, TBV, we lit, baby. But yo, that's my call, gang. I'm gonna keep listening.
Appreciate you.
Shout out
We
to you,
got
dude.
Mr. KO.
Gotta unmute.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Yo, Mr. KO, what up?
What up, bro? Nelson here.
We barely hear you. Can you speak up a little?
Yeah. Bro, here the first guy that called that said the fight was 50-50. You were so shocked about it. I don't really think we're so shocked about it because if you look at the fighters, I believe, in my opinion, Delos Santos is the more sharper fighter. He has the more power. He's faster and he's more polished. And I don't think Keyshawn has had a fight that has prepared him to face a guy like De Los Santos. While De Los Santos on the other side has faced guys that has prepared him to have a fight against a guy like Keyshawn Davis. So if you look at Keyshawn Davis' opponents, like Bereshik was too little, for example, and Lemos was out of shape. So I don't think of a fight that Keyshawn has had that could prepare him to fight De Los Santos. So I don't think it's good enough at the moment to
Miguel
fight De Los Santos.
Medueno, 90% knockout ratio, tough veteran. Nahir Albright. Nahir Albright.
Albright had Keyshawn really hard. You know about it.
Yeah, but he didn't get knocked out. He didn't fall down. That means he survived. That means he got a chin. Like, you discrediting him for surviving and getting the win? Because he got the win. That fight only got overturned for smoking weed, which we don't give two fucks about.
What do you rank, for example, Albright when it comes to De Los Santos? Do you think it's related to De Los Santos when it comes to competition to Keyshawn?
I mean, De Los Santos has the Rayo win, the Shakur loss, like the William Foster loss. Like, what other win he has?
Remember when De Los Santos fought against Foster, was his first fight here in the U.S. He was coming from DR, no training, no nothing, no camp, not a professional training like a professional should have. So that fight doesn't count. The only fight.
Oh my God, it don't count. So wait, if that fight don't count, why we counting the Keyshawn fight where he got hurt with Nahir Albright?
Yeah, because Keyshawn was already having a good training. Because Keyshawn was a professional camp.
So that means
who didn't have a camp.
But Mr. KO, that means that next year you're gonna call in and you're gonna say, well, De Los Santos, the fight with Keyshawn don't count because he was coming off of 19-month layoff, a blood clot, and a loss.
My brother, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad that you're about to go to the yard with Joel to see how Dominican fighters train here in the Dominican Republic, bro. It's not the same. It's not even close to the U.S. And Edwin Los Santos.
Bro, if you Dominican, you know that the Dominican athlete is lazy. Le gustan fiestar demasiado.
No, brother.
Le gustan
estar
en la calle. Mire, coño. Compadre, oye, déjame decirte algo. Yo he estado con los campeones dominicanos bebiendo.
My brother. Pero los negros meten marihuana, hasta cocaína, que es peor. O sea, ¿de qué tú me estás hablando a mí?
Sí, pero nadie está hablando de marihuana. Pero la bebida es lo peor para un atleta. Eso es lo peor.
No, verdad. Ay, no es verdad. Que tú metes cocaína es mejor que tú metes cerveza o ron. No es verdad.
Bueno, yo no brego con cocaína. Eso sí es malo. Si están haciendo eso, peor todavía. Pero el dominicano le gusta fiestar y tú lo sabes. Él le gusta estar en la calle y tú lo sabes. Él le gusta ganar su bolsa aquí y para atrás para allá para ser aguajero. Tú no tienes que mentir.
Pero yo no estoy hablando si es lazy o no. Yo estoy hablando de las condiciones que tiene un peleador dominicano cuando viene a Santo Domingo, Estados Unidos, que fue lo que pasó con Edwin, a uno que está allá. Es abismal la diferencia. Tú no puedes
son pocos los que vienen con hambre de verdad. Tú lo sabes.
¿Tú viste la pelea con este niño, con Foster? ¿Tú la viste la pelea?
Claro.
De Los Santos was make, oye, se lo estaba comiendo los primeros 3 rounds. Y después se cansó, simplemente se cansó, fue todo.
Ok,
se lo estaba
pero
comiendo
eso
vivo
mismo es lo
los
que
3,
estoy
4 rounds.
diciendo. Eso mismo es lo que estoy diciendo. Entonces, ¿tú quieres que yo crea que en 19 meses él estaba entrenando? Que no estaba bebiendo, que no estaba en el río. ¿Qué pasa,
No,
compadre?
simplemente que no tenía un campamento profesional como lo tiene ahora. Eso es todo.
Está bien, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Pero, no importa.
Bro,
No importa porque no va a ganar, lo van a noquear. Lo van a noquear.
Not the same.
I bet
no
you.
way. Oye,
Late round knockout.
Keyshawn no es nada, en nada mejor que Edwin. En nada. No es más rápido, no tiene más poder, no tiene más fútbol. Nada, en nada. ¿Qué mejor Keyshawn que Edwin?
Listen, I hope you're right. I hope you're right so we can have another one.
No. Dime, Dime qué mejor Keyshawn que De Los Santos. Dime una habilidad que tú veas que Keyshawn es mejor que De Los Santos.
En todo.
No.
En todo.
No.
En todo.
Nada.
Oye, en todo. ¿Por qué digo eso?
Bro,
¿Por qué digo eso? Porque Keyshawn es el que tiene un silver medal. ¿Por qué digo eso? Porque es Keyshawn que es un campeón. ¿Ok? No es Keyshawn que tiene 2 derrotas. No es Keyshawn que tiene 2 derrotas. No, mano. Tú no quieres hablar la verdad, papá. Tú no quieres hablar la verdad.
Who Keyshawn fought to get that title? A midget la basic, a little guy.
A midget. So why Navarrete? Why Navarrete, que todo el mundo pensaba que era un fucking bacano? ¿Por qué no lo podía ganar el cinturón ese día entonces?
Bro, Navarrete siendo 30 natural.
Sí, no, tú tienes excusa para todo. Tú tienes excusa para todo.
Okay. Answer my question. Is Navarrete a legit 135 pounder?
No, he's not a legit 135 pounder.
No, he's not.
He was the favorite. He was the favorite. If Baranchek was a midget, like you say, then the taller, longer fighter in Navarrete would have won.
And guess what? I'm not the one saying it. Keyshawn's on the record saying, as soon as he saw Belichick, he knew he wasn't going to be...
My brother, I say the same thing. Every time I meet somebody, they short to me because I'm 6'5". So to Keyshawn, Baranchek is a midget. No big deal. He could say it because he beat him.
But he knew.
But you got an excuse for everything. You got an excuse for everything. You got an excuse for both his losses. You got an excuse for his blood clot. You got an excuse for the 19 months off. You got an excuse for him not taking a chance in the fucking Shakur fight. No chances taken.
He lost in the Shakur, bro. Shakur fight was the fight was so lame, so boring. Neither of the guys.
Porque no se reguió. No, he didn't take no chance. But I gotta go. There's other callers. I love you though. Yo, keep calling in, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
No, pero sigue llamando.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
Okay.
Claro, papá. Claro.
Yeah.
Yo, I had to translate in the chat, bro.
Nah, bro. So many excuses, bro. It's crazy how this sport works. You cannot tell the truth. Like, I'm not allowed to tell y'all that he got 19 months off, coming off a blood clot and a loss because I'm taking food off his plate. I'm a hater.
Bro.
I don't really want to see a Dominican progress. Like, come on, nah. This ain't about that. This is about my hard-earned money and my time. Let's be real. It's going to be me that got to not take my girl out on another Saturday. Come on, this shit got to be worth our time.
Wow.
But look, now it is because it's always like this. I'm always against the public. So now the fight is built up for me. Because now it's like me against y'all, man. Let's see who fucking right.
Yo, he was riding with he was shitting on Keyshawn and he was riding with Delos Santos, man.
For sure, bro. For no reason.
Dominicans, bro. Like, yo, y'all be riding with y'all peoples, man. That shit was crazy. That was one of those.
That's new, but I love it. I love it. Keep calling.
Bro,
that's why I told him keep calling in.
That was one of those things that took me back to the days living in Bushwick, man, hanging out in the corner. And you see 2 Dominicans or 2 Puerto Ricans just going at it like old school Spanish over anything, bro. I was like, yo, they could argue over a domino game. They could argue over a fight. Oh, that shit was legendary. Yo, I had to translate. I had to do a little bit of translating in the chat because the chat was like, yo, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, because I seen he couldn't really defend himself, so I let him go Spanish. Go Spanish, my dude. It don't matter to me We gonna debate in fucking Chinese if we got to.
That's
I
it.
got
That
Lake
shit was
County.
happening.
Sorry, go ahead.
Washington Heights, bro. That shit happened. It's like y'all motherfuckers were in the corner of Washington Heights doing this shit, bro.
Oh, bro, when it's your
Mira, ¿qué es lo
passion.
que hay, loco? Tú estás loco. No, tú estás loco. Shout out to
Yo,
you, bro.
Lake
Shout out to
County.
you, man.
Oh, we read that, right? We read that. We got Jay Gons gifted somebody a membership. Lake County back with the $2. Dominican with the Key and Peele voice. How? Hot Hands Boxing, $2. Dominican Alex Vega equals Broadway Joel. Well, you meant Puerto Rican Alex Vega, for starters. And Alex Vega, member for 30 months on the contender level. And he says, shout out Broadway Joel. Casual Jerry, member for 7 months on the prospect level. Keyshawn about to do Edwin foul. We got Big Boss, $5. Dr. Seuss, how the Lewicka Winch tried to steal Christmas. Hashtag Scamson Liar Witch. What is that? I don't know. Let me see if I could get a. Nope. Normally, sometimes when you hover over the emoji, it tells you. I don't know what emoji that is, fans. Too many out here these days. We got Tevis Smith, $10. Tevis, man, you a fucking G, bro. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. Well, you told him that Dominicans be boozing, that you've hung out with them drinking. He said he brought up you smoking.
Bro, just like I smoke weed. Just like I smoke weed with our favorite fighter. When that book dropped, when that's, como dicen los dominicanos, cuando yo esterico los tenis y ese libro cae, boom, then y'all gonna see. I smoke weed with your favorite fighters and I drink drinks with your favorite fighters. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You gotta prove to me that you Bud Crawford and you don't smoke and you don't drink. Get the fuck out of here. You think I fall for that shit? Don't forget that I be at where was I just at? A party. With who? Fighters. Didn't I just say, I ain't gonna say the name, but a fucking female fighter took her shirt off? Knock it the fuck off, bro. And my wife was in the building. Knock it off, bro. Like, don't hit me with the bullshit. I've been doing this shit longer than you raised some of your children, man. Fuck, man, I got time in. Y'all got to start respecting, man. I got a 14-year-old boxing baby. How old is your child? What up, Tone?
22.
What up?
You missed it, bro. You missed it, bro.
What happened?
Woo, Nestor just went at it with a Dominican caller in Spanish, bro. Yo, the chat, I had to translate for the chat, bro, because they was cooking in Spanish. And it was that Dominican Spanish. So unless you Dominican, you ain't going to understand shit they were saying.
Damn, I wish I would have seen that.
You had to be Puerto Rican. I don't know if 702 is out there. I don't think 702 understood anything you guys were saying. That's just my opinion. But yo, it was lit. It was lit.
Delos Santos?
Yeah, of course. He was riding with his boy, and and that's what's cooking him, and there's a bunch of Dominican lingo there, man. That shit was classic.
Yeah, man.
It's official, June 7th. What you think, Tom? It's official tissue. Norfolk, Virginia. Let me forward you this text in case you need to read it. But it is also official that Norfolk, Virginia Boxing Commission typically, keyword, typically includes a rehydration clause. So can Delos Santos and his team take it out? I'm not sure, but the Norfolk, Virginia typically includes a rehydration clause for any boxing event. These are rules designed to regulate how much a fighter can regain after the weigh-in before the fight. So, yeah, the champ gets a fighter with a name that just fought his Call of Duty buddy, has been out the ring 19 months off, coming off a loss, and has a rehydration clause on June 7th in Norfolk. What you thinking?
for Keyshawn Davis, another homecoming fight. Probably gonna sell about 12,000 tickets this time. Salute to Keyshawn, his star will rise. But 2-year layoff. Keyshawn should dust Delos Santos off fairly quickly. It should be an easy night for Keyshawn. It's off a 2-year layoff. Keyshawn has gotten better. Should not be a struggle at all. I'm expecting pure domination from Keyshawn, and I expect nothing less than a disarmament. This has to be a blowout. Blowout, bro.
So, Tone, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How does this make Shakur look if Keyshawn goes out there and just destroys Delos Santos, bro?
I mean, it makes
Shakur fans gonna talk about that 19-month layoff and that blood clock, though. They gonna say Shakur. They gonna say Shakur. They gonna say Shakur gave Keyshawn the blueprint and tips in camp. They gonna say Delos Santos. I mean, I don't know. Let me not put this negativity in the air, man.
I was about to say, man, what you think, man? Does he surpass Big Bro if he could go out there and obliterate this guy?
I mean, Rockstar Shakur Stevenson is he was injured that fight. Since Rockstar Shakur has been healthy, we've seen him stand in the pocket versus Artem. We've seen him stand in the pocket versus Padley. That man was injured that fight. Respectfully, Rockstar Shakur, a healthy Rockstar Shakur, dust Delos Santos off, man.
Lost the energy.
Does he stop him though? You think Shakur stops? You capping? You trolling, right?
Why am I trolling, bro? This Rockstar Shakur, bro. This one, like in the history of boxing, nobody has hit this man. Like dead ass. The percentages are there, bro. Like I was watching this man's defense today. Like there's nothing like it, bro. Like the man just leans back and I don't know what, bro. Shakur on another level, man. I'm not even capping. This does nothing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he got to do what he did to Padley, to some other people that matter, so that we could believe he's on another level. Because when he with Padley, he'd take a half step back and fuck some shit up. When he was Delos Santos, he'll take 1,000 step back or a fucking bionic bunny hop back or a fucking, Flash from DC Comics Flash step back. Like, it wasn't regular. Don't try to act like it was regular. Never regular. Not when you in there with a puncher. He never fights the same. And you can see small traits of that versus Joet Gonzalez. Then you see it show up again like a Nightmare on Elm Street with Nakatilia. And then it truly reveals itself with Edwin as the scariness that it is. And you just see it running around like a dog chasing a cat. So we could stop the lies.
I'm just saying, when he fights Williams Zepeda averages about 100-some punches around.
I guess. That's what they like to sell.
Yeah, they sell that. And we seen what Williams Zepeda did with Tevin Farmer. Barn burner fight. Barn burner. When he fights Rockstar Shakur Stevenson, that punch output will be dropped to about 10 punches around? 15 punches around?
Let's see, because that's what we paying for. We paying for the fact that we believe that Zepeda will not throw the minimum punches, and instead will throw all the punches that we expect one needs to throw to get a win.
Yeah. And I think this is the perfect matchup for Rockstar Shakur Stevenson to find.
Oh man, damn.
Lord Chad.
No.
Let's go. They ain't as bad as me, trash to me, not as fast as me. That little money that you bragging about ain't a bag to me. Tried to lie and say I smoke weed, yeah, that's cap to me. I don't smoke weed, I smoke bitches, they a pack to me. Growing up in Flint, it was rough, ain't had no food to eat. Had to fight my way out the ghetto, now I'm on my feet. By the time I turned 17, they couldn't stop me. Told them I'm the GOAT, I'm the female Ali.
shit. Shout out to the Whoa.
What was your main reason, main decision on signing with them?
My main decision was being respected, being
Oh,
valued,
I just watched
having a
this.
voice. I'm not just a fighter under a roster.
Y'all hear it, right? I just want to make sure you know I'm having audio issues.
Hey,
Yeah, we
pause
can.
it. Pause it real quick. Pause it real quick.
Just pause.
Pause.
Watch what a real promoter does right now. Watch how a promoter gets in their fucking bag, not one of you lazy promoters. Watch a promoter in action. Roll the tape.
Oh, you know what I did? I think now I just remember how to do this. Lord have mercy, Ness. You be
Okay.
tripping. You be tripping. I knew it, Lord. Bam. Okay. Now I should hear it myself. I ain't been hearing shit.
I'm a pioneer for the sport of boxing, and they saw my vision, and I love that, and they got to hear me out. And this is the biggest turning point of my career. You're going to see amazing fights. You're going to see the most of Alicia.
You're not showing it though, Ness.
You're not showing. I'm trying to see Alicia. What's going on?
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Can't see the face of boxing. What's going on?
Damn, you just first it was Amanda, now it's her, huh? You just be jumping.
And they saw my vision, and I love that, and they got to hear me out. And this is the biggest turning point of my career. You're going to see amazing fights. You're going to see the most of Alicia, the Baumgartner, and MVP is going to put that on the biggest stage.
In terms of Amanda, you mentioned, we will see. Is that the same for Clarissa, or is that when shit sailed already?
What's the question?
In terms of you and
Clarissa Shields?
Yeah.
I think Clarissa Shields is walking around like at 190 right now, right?
Totally out of the question.
Yeah.
And Alicia's walking around at 132, 133. So if Clarissa Shields wants the biggest payday of her life, she's gonna have to figure out how to get to a weight class that makes sense for Alicia Baumgartner, right? That's just the reality of it. MVP puts on the biggest events for women in boxing, not what she does. So if she wants to have that opportunity against this champion, she's got to make the effort.
Let's fucking go.
Kevin Garcia would fight.
I love it.
That's how you promote.
Damn, my man, yo, even before he even talked, did you see the swag in his face, bro? Like,
yeah,
that's a promoter.
Yeah,
no, and the fact that he stepped in, like, hold up, you not about to say nothing and be like, yeah, me and Clarissa could fight. No, let's put this right there out to the world. You are the A side. If Clarissa wants her biggest payday, get to a weight that makes sense for the bomb. Treese, where you at? Mr. Perfect, where you at?
And
hey,
in
yo,
that interview,
hey, yo, how you gonna saying 190 is disrespectful? Ain't she a heavyweight? I thought heavyweight was 200.
Yeah, she 190. She big.
Damn, Johnny, you getting canceled. She what?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Johnny, she's what?
She's a what was the word that we said the other day?
You said big.
Yeah, but I didn't mean it in a bad way.
I'm fucking with ya.
What was the word? Damn, we said it the other day.
Robust?
Hold on.
He's Rubenesque.
And in that interview, because if y'all watch the press conference like I did, every minute, every second of it, because I wanted to see the face of boxing, Alicia Baumgartner, they asked Alicia Baumgartner, yo, do you want to fight Amanda Serrano? And Alicia said, hey, it's boxing, anything can happen. So in that interview right there, somebody asked her the same question. Keyshawn steps in and said, you know what? Alicia's lying. Of course she want to fight Amanda Serrano. Keyshawn with the shit, nigga. He with the shit.
So wait, you saying he said that?
Yes, he said Alicia Baumgartner is lying. Of course she want to fight Amanda Serrano. Of course she does.
They ain't making that fight. Wow. Let me get to Robbie. What up? They ain't making that fight.
Yo, Ness, what up? Yo, it's people are losing sight of it was Edwin that called Keyshawn out. Now if Keyshawn would have said, yo, you've been off X amount of months, go take a tune-up, people would have been like, oh, yo, who Keyshawn think he is? Floyd? He ducking him. Matter of fact, people are already saying Keyshawn low-key ducked him with that offer that they put out. You know, so
Really?
he's like damned if yeah, like in
God
comment
damn,
section.
400,000 and a title
No,
shot
no,
is not
no,
enough these days?
no. The one that was that Edwin thought he received the one set two twenty
But
five.
okay, let's imagine it was 225. Like, I mean, weren't we just taking shots at Brian Norman for not taking 10 times the amount to fight Booch, which means he's making 170, right?
Bro, you're right. I agree with you. Overhead is the new ducking. That's what these guys are doing. That's what Frank Martin did. The Normans did. The overhead is the new ducking. I'm pretty sure Sampson's going to come out and say, you know, that's what he would be left with after he pays everybody. But Keyshawn is in a lose-lose situation. If he, you know, Delos Santos called him out. If he said, no, oh, you ducking Edwin, you ducking Edwin. You know, now Keyshawn knocks him out. Oh, you know, he was off, he was hurt, all this other stuff. So what could he possibly
But
do?
those are things he needs to consider because there's plenty of things he could do, like fight Lucas Body, fight Floyd Schofield. You know, better names, more active names, more popular names.
I don't think Floyd's gonna fight him.
You know,
Schofield.
hey,
This the dude that's saying he's loyal to the
here's an
WBA.
idea. Here's an original idea. Fight Andy Cruz.
Yeah, but Eddie Hearn's not gonna let that fight happen.
I mean, here
My man is doing eight rounders.
Let's send an offer. Let's send an offer and eliminate that as an option then. But to give us leftovers from Thanksgiving, last year's Thanksgiving, I don't know, man. It's not cool.
No, but I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree. But this is the people are gonna say, "Yo, you ducking him if you don't take that fight." You know,
I
but
don't know,
yo, Ness, you had were you close by to where that roof collapsed at DR?
No, that's the capital. That's like New York City of DR. My dad doesn't
Oh.
live anywhere around there.
All right. So prayers out
Nah,
to
but
them,
appreciate the concern, dog. Appreciate the concern, man.
man. No
Appreciate
doubt.
you.
All right, now keep doing what you do. Later, brother.
You got it. You got it, man. If you appreciate what we do, man, hit that thumbs up. That's a free way to support the show. Right now, we only got 255 thumbs up with about 570 something people watching live. That's just nasty work. What we do have is 239,470. So we do need about another 600 to get to the next goal of 240,000 even Steven. If you're trying to call in, Discord is available. X Space is also available. The link to call on both services are pinned to the top. Tevis with the $10. Roger Mayweather was the Mexicutioner. Ooh, guess he can't be that. But yeah, Brian Norman got that black Mexican style going on. Like he wants blood and war. Casual, Jerry, $2. Dominican Ness, Crash Outs. Be the best. Laughing my ass off. El Consejero, $2. Ness, you need to make a Spanish show. Expand your views. Bro, I always wanted to do that. Then I thought I was going to do it with Danny. Is that nobody got that work ethic. Like, look at the hours I do. Imagine trying to find someone to also do a Spanish show. So I would have to do a Spanish show alone. Imagine Ness trying to talk Spanish alone. That's not cool. One lump sum, $2. The pre-walkout prep got Apollo Creed deleted. I don't know what he's talking about. Anybody know what he's talking about?
That might be me.
Huh?
I'm guessing that might be me.
What you mean?
When I said the whole walkout shit and all that, probably my old ass. That might be me. I'm just saying.
Damn, Pristine Sports Network, $2. He says MVP promotions equals the women's NBA. Woman hand up emoji, basketball emoji, boxing glove emoji. Do you think that they're trying to be the equivalent of the WNBA? I think there is a lane for that. You know, as the only person putting on women's boxing, it could become a thing.
Let's see.
Something that's never been done before. Like I said earlier, that's what Jake does, man. He's a trendsetter, man.
Yeah.
The trailblazer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a good possibility, man. Respectfully.
Manuel LG, member for 21 months on that prospect level. Let's go, champ. 3 more, 2 years with us. Guo came in at 173 against Perkins. Okay, so she's definitely not 190. So they're saying that was a shot from Nikisha. And Alicia for saying, yeah. Oh, shit, it's about to get catty. Can anybody check her Twitter? I'm blocked.
There's gonna be
Somebody
a
check
clapback.
Clarissa. Yeah, she must have said something like, oh, because they both
Definitely gonna be a
agreed to the
clapback.
190. You know women don't take them shots at the weight well. Rayochenko. Somebody check Clarissa's Twitter, please. Charles Remington said WNBA is buns.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, it is. But
Hey, shout out the panel. Shout out my boy Johnny, Two-Tone. Ness, let's go. Hey, man, about the Spanish show. One day TBV will have a Spanish show. Inshallah, when you guys have 10 million subs one day and you guys get inducted to the Boxing Hall of Fame. And I can't wait to hear the speech Ness, Two-Tone, and Johnny are gonna give. So yeah, I look forward to that one day. Also, this is regarding my call. I got Stanionis. No particular reason, just because I like the B-side. I always like B-sides. To be honest, I haven't seen any of Boots or Stanionis' fights in the past, but I look forward to watching it this Saturday. So, fuck yeah. And then, where should I start? Yeah, also, the Amanda versus Taylor fight. Hey, Two-Tone, play that conspiracy bit, bro. Because they got the New York Athletic Commission. Trump's gonna be there. We know what's going on, bro. Man, like, come on, the New York Athletic Commission. We know how they get down. Yeah,
that
bro.
is
We
true.
know how NYC get down, bro. They're 2-0 so far against the people. Devin 1-0. Tank 2-0, bro. They're gonna be 3-0 when they rob Mrs. Taylor. But shout out MVP, because they're putting on for women's boxing. For the Shakur versus Apeta fight, I think if the fight happens within a year, the fight is a 50-50. Because we saw what happened in Shakur's past fight with Padley. I mean, it looked to me that he had a hand injury. So the rumors seem to be true about his broken hands. And I think if the fight happens within a year, it's a closer fight than what we once expected a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. So I look forward to that if that shit happens soon. Shit, man. And I mean, you got to think about it. Give credit to Padley too. He was an electrician on 2 days' notice. Like I played it back. I remember you guys were saying he was tatted up, so he's a boxer because he has like a boxing tat. But truth is, bro, he had 2 days' notice and was working an electrician shift, and he put up that good of a fight. And I'm gonna give Shakur the benefit of the doubt and say his hands were hurt, and that's why he put that performance. So that's why it's hard for me to bet on him on the Zepeda fight if it were to happen soon. Now give it 2 years, a year, then you feel me, it's gonna be easy for me to bet on him. But that's just my take. Also for if I still have time, for my boy Delos Santos versus Cruz, that's a picture perfect fight. That should be a perfect fight for them to fight back home, represent their people. I know one's, I think, Puerto Rican, one's Dominican. You feel me? They should have been done that. That way you can eliminate one of their names and move on to the next. But boxing's broken. So that's just all I had to say. It's hard to, I'm rooting for De Los Santos in this Keyshawn fight, but it's hard to bet on you, bro, when you've been out the ring 19 months. It's no hate. It's just the truth. But yeah, that's all I got. Shout out TBV. Let's go.
Salute, Brody.
Word. Shout out.
My man Ryochenko in the building. Yeah, they did y'all watch the press conference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
It was dope. It just I was
Yeah,
hating it had
it's
that.
cool.
I was hating it had that UFC feel to it though. The way that was like stacked up, looked
Oh,
real
okay.
UFC. Then they got motherfucking Arrow Hawani doing it, so it was really feeling UFC y. Mike, what up? Mike, Mike, Echo, Mike, Mike.
Bueller. Bueller.
They don't know that movie, bro. King Born.
Yo, speaking of movies, man, you said a remake of the Goonies.
Hell yeah.
Hey
Why not?
yo,
What
Why,
up?
hey yo,
bro?
y'all hear me right? Listen, Johnny
Yo,
Blaze, the
what
Great
up,
Ness,
Brooklyn, baby,
Two
Brooklyn?
Tone the Don. Listen, Crown Heights. Listen, live chat,
Yeah.
power chat. I'm back. I'm on some bullshit right now. I got robbed. I got robbed about 3 weeks ago, and y'all know who the fuck he is. He live in another country. His name is Turkey Man. Turkey Island Sheik. He robbed me. He robbed the boxing community. He robbed all of us. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Y'all remember 3 years ago, man was talking this, please, please, please come to my country. Please bring your best fighters. Please. I'm on my deathbed. I'm fucked up. Please come over here, pretty please, with sugar on top. Please bring your fighters. I want to see these fighters in my country, right? 3 years later, he on some gangster shit, live chat, power chat, telling motherfuckers like, yo, either you come here or else. If you don't come here, I'm going to take the title away and all this bullshit. He on some bullshit. I was riding with him. That used to be my man. But if my man robs me, live chat, power chat, you ain't my man no more. Let's get to Shakur. So he fought Michael Padgley, right? Dude pulled out $4 million. Why does why do I have to fight Cepeda, which is a harder fighter than Pasley, as we all know, right? Live chat, power chat, and of course the damn community. Why you gonna give me less? You ain't my friend. You ain't my man. I'm not doing this shit out of a favor for favor. This ain't no street shit. Anybody in the live chat, power chat that been on the streets or been in the street game, favor for favor. Yo, I hit you off. Do this for me. I take care of you. This ain't no street shit. This business. Let's go to 2 words. Purse bid. Let's get the purse bid shit on. Let's get it popping. I love the fact that Bob Arum and Al Haymon is working together. Do y'all really think, in y'all logical minds, on this great the boxing voice, on this great the boxing voice community, that these brothers that been working for 40, 50 years is going to let somebody only been in the game for 3 years undermine them and take away everything they built away? Hell no. That's why you got Al Heyman and Bob Arum come together to try to beat Thanos. One is Iron Man, one's Incredible Hulk, and they gonna get busy on them. But like I said, y'all always loving Turkey Island Sheik, man, Turkey man on that shit. Like, yo, he gonna give us the fights. He got $51 billion. His crew got it. We gonna go get these fights. But guess what? Now it's to switch him up, fix him up. He demands. Where was all that cool shit talking about? Like, yo, please come in my country. Please come to my country. Please fight. I just want to see these fights. Now you fucking with Dana White. And like Ness just said, now they trying to make this boxing on some UFC shit. You think the top boxers is gonna fuck around? All the work they put in, hard work, is gonna be on a pay scale? Hell no. They not fucking with Turkey Sheik. They gonna go back and start their own shit. Ness could start his own goddamn thing. Call it TBV, KO. Let motherfuckers chop in 5,000 because they know the
You
boxing
may
is
feel
wild,
like it's your
wild west.
time,
Peace. I'm out.
but it's not your time.
Peace,
Shout
King.
out.
Mr.
That's what I'm talking
PBC.
about.
Yo,
King
what's good,
Born.
man?
What up?
What up?
Yeah, Keyshawn Davis will be versus Edwin Delos Santos will be a good fight.
Um, I think Keyshawn's gonna have a little fun with him. Edwin Delos Santos definitely gonna have Keyshawn second guessing for a little bit, but I think that pressure that Keyshawn brings is gonna mess up Edwin Delos Santos going backwards. So I think I got Keyshawn on that one. Shout out to Bobby PC. It's Bob Aram, PBC, Peoples, and Bob and Champions. Definitely gonna be cool over here with that. You guys can do all that turkey bacon, turkey loving, turkey carpets, turkey in the oven. But
Damn.
eventually Shakur, he don't know where it's at. He gonna get that purse bid. Someone's gonna throw a little couple bucks on it because turkey out here probably throwing little money now. What happened to the big money, Ines? Or you gotta be Muslim to get that big money?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think it's something. Because I mean, I ain't never heard Shakur say Towel Boys. I thought it was a mistype.
Yeah,
I
but
thought I read like Boys Towel.
I don't think Towel Boys ain't like towel on the head. Towel Boys is more like towel, boy, like
Mm,
the assistant.
mm,
Yeah,
what?
like the dude that wipes you down and takes the sweat off you. You know, because
All
he's a
right, man.
boxer.
You
He
can
thinking
flip
like
it.
that.
You can flip it. What did Missy Ellis said? Flip it, Van Regan, and reverse it. You can do what you want with that one, but the nigga said Towel Boys. When I think of a Towel Boy, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm not saying he's racist. I'm just saying he's keeping it real, man. If you're gonna say you got mountains of money, um, you know, take it from the top. Isn't that what directors say? So I mean, yeah, man. I can't wait for this weekend. Definitely Boots and Stanionis. You know what it is. That's my call.
I Hawk, Maryland.
Yo,
Yo.
TBV.
Number one.
Number one. What up? What up, man? Who you got there with you now? You know?
Yes, sir. And my man Johnny from the Hangout Spot.
Oh, what up, Johnny? God
What up?
damn.
What up?
All right. Hey, what up, Johnny? Man, Keyshawn and Edwin. Damn. Hey, Ness, I heard you earlier, bro. I don't watch no other sports neither, bro. It could be one of them top flight football games on. And if I can find a good movie, I'm watching a movie, man. But anyway, uh, Keyshawn David and Edward, man, I think that's a real good fight, bro. I think everybody gonna see how good Shakur really was. If because I know everybody think Keyshawn gonna blow through that boy. That boy can really fight. I've been following that dude. All he do is train. All that little motherfucker do is train, man. The Edwin De La Santa, yeah, he ain't no walk in the park. So he gonna have Keyshawn a little jumpy out the break. I'm gonna tell you, bro. That boy can fight, and he about boxing. So Keyshawn about boxing, he about boxing. I really like this fight. This gonna be a good one. Everybody after this fight, they're gonna realize how good Shakur really was. Because I think Edwin landed like 40. He only landed like 40 shots in the Keyshawn fight. I mean, in the Shakur fight, but Shakur only landed 20 in 12 rounds. So, I mean, 60. I'm sorry, 60. 60 something. He landed 60 and Edwin landed 40. So it was a real low percentage boxing match. But that's because both of those boys real sharp, man. Edwin's real good. What you think on that fight, Ness?
Hawk, man. I am wrapped up in a issue with one of these community members. They texting me and they going through something right now. So I apologize. What fight?
Okay. The Edwin De Los Santos and Keyshawn fight. I said I really like that fight. I think Edwin is a lot better than everybody think he is. And at the end of this fight, y'all gonna realize that Shakur is really, really that
Even
good.
man, I gotta get over this thing. Then for the next fight, I gotta stop carrying it. So the time off don't matter to you. 19 months don't matter.
Now that Edwin De Los
That shit
Santos, I
crazy,
followed
yo.
this dude don't do nothing but train, bro. He don't do nothing but train. He don't do nothing but train. This gonna be
Okay,
a serious
okay,
fight. I'm glad
you
Keyshawn.
saying, that the time off means nothing.
I'm saying it might mean something,
What about
but nah, he
coming
gonna
on?
be. I believe he gonna be
What
on
about
point.
coming off a
I believe,
loss? That don't mean nothing.
but that loss was two excellent technicians in there trying to. That was a super chess match, bruh. I mean, Keyshawn is not going to take that approach, so we won't see that type of fight. But we will see how good Edwin is in this fight because Keyshawn gonna come to. He's gonna take risks that Shakur don't take. He just don't take those risks,
But what
and
about
that's
the
why I
what
said we're
about the
gonna see him.
blood clot? What about the blood clot?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's something else though. I
And a
can't see
shoulder.
how I
Remember,
can't.
Joel said that there was a shoulder issue too.
Well, who? Edwin?
Damn, nigga
Yeah,
had a shoulder injury.
that's what Broadway Joel said. I asked him what was going on in the 18 months. Was he just hanging out? He was like, no, he had a blood clot. He also had a shoulder injury.
Yeah. I'm staying on the same point, bro. This damn near 50-50 for real, dog. That boy can fight. I don't know. It's gonna show how good Shakur really was. This fight gonna do it. And Keyshawn is a absolute G for taking this fight. So I know he's been out for a couple years, man, but that boy ain't gonna be. He ain't playing, man. He's not gonna be out there trying to figure stuff out. I think he's gonna come to fight. Keyshawn definitely coming to fight, and we're gonna be glad them two fought. But we also gonna see. I'm telling you how good Shakur was. But I like this fight, man. TBV #1.
All right. Hulk, appreciate you. Tip, what up?
Yo,
Yo.
Que lo que, manito?
who's on the panel? Who's on the panel? Johnny.
Ya tú sabes. Ya tú sabes,
Yo,
boricua, boricua.
dímelo. Yo, tutones.
What's up?
Almost
¿Qué
there.
tú sabes? ¿Qué tú sabes? Yo,
Como
check it out, man. My man, Edwin De Los Santos, coming back against Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? Ness is right. I think we should all take the time off into consideration going into this bout. You know what I'm saying? That does play a factor because we don't know how sharp he's going to be come fight night. We don't know how sharp he's going to be. His timing may be off. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'll get stopped, but I do think he'll be slower than expected. You know what I'm saying? Like, time is going to be very off. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn will be able to take advantage of those things. Another thing is, I think this is the fight where he needs to box. I know we were all disappointed in the fight with Shakur, but me just looking at Keyshawn's style, I think it favors him to box in this fight like he did in his last bout. Definitely. So I don't think he should be exchanging in the pocket with Keyshawn. Keyshawn's a very good counter puncher on the inside, sharp work. You know what I'm saying? That's not something he wants to engage in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who he has in preparation of camp for sparring. You know what I'm saying? Like, guy, you need to have certain people in sparring that's going to give you exactly. It's not even just a look, but they need to give you like. It's always fighters out there with the same style, but like guys just go for a look. No, you need somebody who's gonna fight that same style. You know what I'm saying? Just fuck the look, but you know what I'm saying? Give it that same go. And if he ain't got that in his camp, then I don't know, man. He ain't gonna be able to beat Keyshawn. Honestly speaking, like, you need somebody who's a sharp counterpuncher who's really gonna work. Uh, yeah, and then another thing, man. Shout out to Clarissa, bro. Shout out to the GWO. The GWO is out here standing 10 toes on her feet. She not signing to MVP Promotions. Y'all heard it. Y'all know who her manager is. Holla at her manager. I love it, bro. I love, run me for a counter. I love that Clarissa is out here standing on her 10 toes. Honestly speaking, Clarissa
You may feel like
doesn't
it's your
need to
time,
sign to MVP
but it's not
Promotions.
your time.
Now check this out. If she does, you know what I'm saying, the the pot the pot is much bigger, you know what I'm saying, considering that, you know, Jake got a big bag or whatever, and Jake got the network deal with Netflix. But you know what I'm saying, Clarissa as a brand on her own, you know what I'm saying, doing what she does, bro. When she gets those crossover fights with MVP, oh, the pot is even bigger. You know, the crossover fights is always the biggest fights. And being that Clarissa is her own entity pairing up against MVP Promotions, oh, that's mega fight. That's mega fight material right there.
They ain't got
That's mega
nobody to
fight material.
co-promote with, man. You think Clarissa gonna get the co-promote with Netflix and the Zone? If you don't get your dumb ass out of here.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Clarissa is the Floyd. Listen, bro.
A
She the
subscription
Floyd Mayweather.
giant. A subscription giant doing a co-promotion
Hey,
with a
hey, bro.
startup.
Hey,
You
bro.
funny.
She is the Floyd Mayweather of female boxing, bro. If anybody
Stop.
can pull it off, it's her. It's her, bro. Y'all is tripping. Believe in my sis, man. Believe in my sis. She can do it, bro. And I believe in her. You know what I'm saying? She's standing on her 10. And I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? But in future, I would love to see her work with Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? Take Jake Paul as her Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? Like when Floyd signed with Golden Boy. Get those big fights, man. Get those big fights. You know what I'm saying? Do what it do. You know, and make shit shake. Bro, I'm telling y'all, I said it earlier. If Clarissa and Jake Paul sit down, it's gonna be the biggest sit down in boxing, bro. It's gonna be one of the biggest. It's gonna be how Rick Ross be saying it. The biggest. It's gonna be the biggest. It's gonna be the biggest, dog. Y'all feel me? that shit it's gonna shake the world. It's gonna shake the world. You know what I'm saying? And then I like that she down there beefing with the whole roster. That makes it even better for her that she's out there beefing with the whole MVP roster. Like that, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. She
Yo,
the one, man. She the
tell
one.
her work her way down, man. If she want to pay there. You heard what Nikisha said, man. End of
Man,
story.
they out there playing. They over there playing games at MVP, man. Y'all know what it is. Big Midwest Mafia shit going on over here. You know what I'm saying? Big time boxing in Detroit. We got our buffs on. We ready for the smoke, man. We ready for the smoke over here. Real Flint shit, man. We ready for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? We come from them dirty waters. You feel me? Y'all see what's going on? Come on, man. Yeah, but tell Nikisha and them stop playing, man. We want that real smoke. No, hey Tone. Tell light skin chill out,
Yeah.
man. Tell light skin chill out.
You
That's
may feel like it's your time,
that's my
She
girl, but tell her chill
but
out.
it's not your time.
Twin good. Twin good. Twin good. Just an observation, because I am nobody's fan, respectfully. Looking this is disgusting. Looking at the numbers today, I looked at Netflix numbers live, MVP live numbers. MVP had about 400 something on their live. Netflix had about 700 something.
Because that almost makes it sound bigger than what it is. When you say 400, what you talking about? 400,000? Because I ain't see that. I seen 7,000 views on Netflix.
No, well, 700 live people.
Okay. Okay.
And 400.
Okay.
400.
Okay. Because I'm like, yo, how the fuck they get 700,000 views? And I seen the video at 7,000 views, period. I was like, yo, I was so disgusted by the 7,000 views that I checked the subscription. I said, God damn, 31 million people How many notifications didn't ring? 31 million YouTube subscribers on Netflix, and only 7,000 people was watching that when I watched it. Like, I'm like, what's wrong with these numbers? Like, let me check what that's at right now. That it's like tallied up, but like shit nasty.
So with that being said,
It's at 17,000. Sorry, last cutoff. 17,000 views right now on Netflix, which is I mean, good and bad. Like that's good for me as the boxing voice, but like that's bad for Netflix with 31 million fucking subs.
So with that said, the press conference it did need Clarissa. The viral moment. Hold on, let me cook. The viral moment.
That's such a lie, man.
Wait, the viral moment is Clarissa and Jake Paul slandering each other on stage.
Nah, because that's taken away from women's boxing. That's including a man and a woman domestic violence. That's taken away. That's taken totally away.
What do you see? You jump out the window. Nobody say nothing about.
I mean, that's what people gonna run to, right? When you see a woman arguing with a man, right away.
Okay, Ness. Clarissa there, Pat Poose there, Shadeja Green there, bro. Shade Room. Did this press conference make the Shade Room? No, it did not. And let's keep it real, Ness. You know, Love and Hip Hop and baddies exist for a reason.
You said Love and Hip Hop and baddies don't mix for a reason. I'm lost.
No, they exist for a reason. All right, so the WNBA has never turned a profit in history.
Damn.
And that's not even hyperbole. I'm telling you.
How much is the most highest paid WNBA player make?
Ain't that Caitlin? Ain't that Ava? What's her name?
Caitlin Clark?
No, the one from the Las Vegas Aces out there where that's at. Hold on.
You know, you asking the wrong person.
Let me see. It's damn Jackie Young. Who the hell is Jackie Young? Oh, the highest WNBA player, Jackie Young, is the highest with a $504,000 total contract. Caitlin Clark ain't the highest? Nasty word. Or Angel Reeves. I'm just saying, man. The people which was
earlier.
Nasty Angel Will, it's nasty. People want to see the baddies fight over the female boxers.
I hear that.
There's more viewership for baddies.
You see James stay throwing that girl from Atlanta. She ain't had one fight in her life, but he always asking her to get a fight.
Yeah. So I'm like, they gotta work together, bro. They all gotta it's dance partner era. Clarissa gotta go over there, bro.
AI nasty work. Ayo, which one of y'all wearing these AI boots, man?
Iverson boots?
These AI boots right here. Jordan Tim collab AI version.
Hey, them first joints was low-key fire.
Ayo, Jordan Tim collab AI. Ayo, AI gotta stop, man. Bro, we going into the Matrix, y'all. We going into the Matrix.
But Alicia
the first ones was fire.
Hey, the first ones was fire.
Tone showing up to the next appreciation party in some AI Jordan Tims.
The first one was fire, bro. I'm telling you, man. Alicia Baumgartner, she was a star tonight. Star today. She dominated the press conference. She needed more talking time. Stop making what's her name? Stop making Katie Taylor talk. She don't want to talk, man.
At all, she don't.
God,
That's did
leave
a
her
nice
alone.
impression earlier. You heard? That's did an impression of her earlier. She was classic.
Really? What'd you do? Let me hear it.
Irish accent.
Leave her
She's
alone.
delusional. She's delusional. Well, how'd you do that shit, Ness?
Nah, you did good. That's it. Cause that's what I'm saying. Like he said, oh, this needed Clarissa. I'm like, no, it didn't. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano sold that shit. Katie did her thing, like without having to be, your typical shit talker. Like she politely called her delusional and said I won both fights. Like this girl's crazy. That shit was classic. I promise you. I thought to myself like maybe I should do the show tomorrow, like Boots, Stanionis plus this press conference recap, cause
Your man Boots is drained, bro.
I said that Tuesday.
Johnny, you seen him?
Yeah, I was on. I think he put the. Did you put that on last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No,
yesterday.
the one today. Was that 4 hours ago?
Today? I didn't see the one today.
Yeah, I did a video on it. It's nasty word.
Send me the
looking like
picture. What is it?
Skeletor?
Picture or a video?
Picture? It's on his IG story.
It's worse than the one yesterday. The picture yesterday was pretty.
I didn't see yesterday.
You was
Hey,
on
hey
yesterday.
Tone, by the way, what's your early prediction on Big Bay Quinn versus your man's in them, Alex Vega?
My man Alex Vega, Big Bay Quinn. I've thought about this fight for a long time. Actually, had a dream about this fight. I got Big Bay Quinn. I think Vega's nose can easily start bleeding, and I just picture Vega's nose like bleeding through the headgear.
Leaky.
I picture his nose just leaky because Vega gonna come out aggressive the same way he came.
Guns blazing.
It ain't gonna be no patience.
Chin
The
check.
same way he came out with homeboy. What's other Vega? Vega gonna come. And if Vega be patient, now you playing Big Bay's game because Big Bay
with the
that
range.
That's yeah.
Damn, you a good you could break some shit down. We need more Tone breakdowns. He the new Hamza in this bitch.
I'm casual, man.
Nah, you the new Hamza. Fuck that. We got Meech TV. 9 months on that prospect level. Let's go, Meech. 3 more. You got a year rocking out with that gang. He says Chris Cyborg fighting San Jose May 17th. Quote next. Nobody want that. Old, nasty spoiled milk. We don't want that. We good off that. Shout out Tevin Smith right back at us. Marco got his little brother calling in for him. Neither of them watch fights. Polo Buck counterpunch for King Born. Julio Guzman $2. Clarissa movie lost $4 million. Not very quote. DJ Double D $5. If Pat got his USA boxing book, could he fight Tone at Border Wars? Ask him for a friend. Crying out loud. Pat Poose versus Tone. That's the one you gotta take. There's no way you can't take that fight just simply because it's like it will increase your social score.
Facts.
You gotta take that fight. But he in shape. I would be nervous for you, bro.
I'd be nervous.
My man looking like a slimmer version of CYP, you know. I mean, even though, that don't mean much, but it's still, it's like, damn, Pap, the rapper, the lyricist, and he way in better shape. That's crazy. Swad Jones, welcome to the prospect level. Tip Bellis, rent plus 1 counterpunch. And we got DC3 says, check the DMs. Make sure you DM me at the Boxing Voice. First counterpunch was to King Born.
You hear me, right? Listen, Polo Buck. Thank you, my brother. Listen, man. I'm on some bullshit tonight, live chat, power chat. And this how I'ma do your man dirty. Listen, I don't care if you on the West Coast states. I don't care if you on the West Coast states. I don't care if you on the East Coast states, dirty South, or 48 states. I'ma show you how grimy, and we got a new movement on TBV, live chat, power chat. Everybody listen up. It's called WDFWTM. We don't fuck with Turkey Man. We don't fuck with Turkey Man. And I'm going to tell you why. Check this out. Live chat, power chat. Get ready for the shit. TBV, Ness, Tone, Johnny Blaze. Listen to this, right? You got two type of grimy motherfuckers on earth. You got you got dudes around this great nation, all 50 states, right? You got a dude that for $500 would sleep with a crippled 500-pound fat woman. And you got dudes that will get their wife or their girlfriend that would rap for $500 the crippled fat 500-pound woman. Y'all hear me, live chat, power chat?
Not really.
Now ask yourself, which one is you? I'm going to tell you who Turkey Man is. Turkey Man is that goddamn people that was 5 years ago getting on social media with them goddamn GoFundMe's. Think about it. Oh, I'm sick. I'm this. I'm that. Could you please give money? Right? But what they did with the money's put in their pocket. So you mean to tell me this man been talking all the shit about all I do? Now listen with the begging voice. 1, 2, 3. Please come to my country. I'm a boxing fan. I just want to see this thing. I only got 5 years to live and all this shit, right? He telling everybody come. He giving everybody the money. Everybody having pictures like their graduation class. Now he telling Shakur either get down or lay down. I'm not paying you that. He gonna fight a tougher person, William Cepeda. I don't. What that got to do with anything? Pay that man his money. Or we could go to purse bid. But he's grimy. And I'm hurt because I was riding with Turkey Man, y'all. Everybody remember that call. I said, Turkey Man, that's your right-hand man. He came with the money. I'm a New York cat, y'all. New York cat, if you got the money, we gonna fuck with you, right? But if you do what's dirty, we can't fuck with you no more. So you mean to tell me Turkey Man's gonna stop all the traffic in Times Square and we gonna get all these
When they
fights and
feel like
shit?
it's your
And
time.
you mean to tell me, hold on, Ness, and you mean to tell me next year we not gonna be paying $150 for a pay-per-view? That's what you telling me? That's bullshit. Peace, I'm out.
Gotta go, gotta go. We got counterpunch, Tip Bellis.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Shout out to King Boom, man. I'm glad he could call in and vent to us about how he was shaking ass for the Turk
But it's not your
just a
time.
couple months ago, man, and how the nigga done changed up. You know, that's funny, man. When I was on the front lines, y'all niggas was like, nah, man, Turk good for boxing. You know, he the savior. He's our savior. Let's drop to our knees and pray for the Turk, man. Now y'all done switched up on him, man. This shit crazy.
Yeah, you
This shit
right. You right.
crazy, man.
You get to laugh, bro. You get to laugh. I definitely thought he was on some savior shit.
Damn, man. I seen the play from a mile away, man. I seen it from a mile away. Hey, but look, man, you know, all this border wars talk, man, we gonna hear a lot of ow, ow, and you know what I'm saying? That shit gonna turn into ow, ow, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas is, you know, that's what it's really gonna turn into at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Me and Johnny, we got some big things planned for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Coming up on a Sunday. You know, it's gonna be the biggest interview, the biggest. You know what I'm saying? This how I'm carrying it. Everything I do from now on is the biggest, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's the big. We gonna have Bel Air sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? We doing it big, man. You know, I do it big. You know what I'm saying? Do everything big. You know, it's the TBX way.
Yo, I
It's the
gotta ask
TBX
you,
way,
man,
man.
before your time run
Yeah.
out, because it's like
Yo,
You know the community thinks you a magnificent commentator. So, what's your breakdown of Big Bay Quinn and Alex Vega?
oh man, it's kind of crazy, right? Cause I fuck with Vega, but Vega he cut from that back call, man. So I'm like 50-50 on it. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Vega, but then Vega a back call nigga. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind seeing the back call take a loss. You feel me? But I'm gonna do that anyway because they
Nah, but
riding
break
with
it down. Or, like, break it down, or is it just I gotta call a Hamza up? Like,
well, it's kind of weird, right? Because Vega got Chris out of there in like 20 seconds. So it wasn't really much to see from Vega. So we got to see more from Vega. We've seen more of Big Bay Quinn. You know what I'm saying? We know he got the durability. The question is, can Vega last 3 rounds? You know what I'm saying? Can Vega be in the trenches for 3 rounds? Can he put up a fight for 3 rounds? We've seen Big Bay do that. We know Big Bay, he got a jab behind him. Can Vega get past the jab? Can Vega get past the jab of Big Bay Quinn? Can he get in?
dang, he got a call. I need some coaches to break this down, man.
Oh no. I'm muted.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said? Yeah. The question is, can Vega get inside against Big Bay Quinn, the taller fighter? And you know what I'm saying, and work his punches and combinations, get in, get out, slip past that jab, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a huge factor. So like I said, Big Bay got the height, he got the reach. I don't think he got the speed. I don't think he got the speed. He may have a bit of timing, better timing than Vega. I think Vega got the speed advantages on Vega being the smaller man. The Big Bay definitely got the reach, which means, you know what I'm saying, he can time his shots better. I think Vega is the more athletic fighter. Definitely the more athletic fighter. Yeah, man, it's an interesting fight. Very interesting, man. I'm definitely intrigued by this fight. Definitely gonna be one of the ones, man. Definitely gonna be one of the ones. Curious to see how that plays out. Uh, damn, it was something else I wanted to talk about, but it's slipping my mind. Hey, man, Tone, you fighting at Border Wars, man? What's up, man?
Nah,
What's
Nah,
nah,
up?
no host
nah,
fights. No host fights.
nah, man. Host life, B. Host
Hey,
life. Host
now,
life.
man, we got to get one. Hey, man, we need shirts, man. We need TBX
Oh,
and
I
Hatrix
got you.
promotion shirts, man. We need that. We need that. We need a Hatrix promotion shirt and we need a TBX promotion shirt. CYP, I know you listening, man. We need to get this done, man. We need to get this done. You know what I'm saying? We need to be clicked up when we come to Border Wars, man, because we sweeping shit. You know what I'm saying? We coming out with the broom this season, man. We back. I'm
You
taking
sweet.
I'm taking over the Midwest once again, man. East Coast nigga taking over the Midwest. I'm looking like Cameron. I might play Get It in Ohio when I come down there, man. Might
Get
play
it
Get
in
It in Ohio, man.
Ohio.
You may feel like it's your time,
Shout
but it's
out.
not your time.
Get in the high, yo. Shalalo.
What happened to Bad Girl Tia? I don't know what happened to her. What happened to that queen? I'm trying. What's her IG? I'm trying to get in them DMs.
They knocked her out earlier, bro. She got KO'd.
You got KO.
And the comment was crazy. I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah, nah, they was
Yo,
wilding.
the chat is brutal, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
We got CYP.
Yo, yo.
Yo.
Hey, man, we got some breaking news, man. Breaking news. We over here negotiating in the background, trying to get CYP to Milwaukee. And rumor has it that Adrian has tried to ban CYP from Milwaukee. And I ain't talking
Nasty.
about him fighting me. He talking about me fighting anybody. He said if I want to fight OC at OC's gym, that's not his business. But to fight at his gym, I don't want CYP nowhere around it. What kind of weird shit, nigga? Didn't you get paid already? I'm not worried about you, little man. OC the boss is the next target. I don't even care about no Adrian. Adrian, we good, buddy. You met me 2 times in person, Adrian. You shook my hand. You were smiling. You was asking a lot of questions. I know you don't want no smoke with me. That's why I laid up off of you, because you know I fucked you up. And I don't even like bullying niggas. I like fighting niggas who will fight back. I don't want to fight you. Let's move on from that. But if you came on the show telling everybody, "Oh, if you don't want to pay me, come fight me, because I'll beat your ass." I'm not like that. Shut up, man. Shut up. We know you're scary. It's all good, man. Be a promoter. Go to the background. Quit talking that Eddie Hearn shit, man, and stay in your fucking lane. I don't know why you would jump in front of Border Wars or do some shit like this and even come off like that, dog. That's just stupid. Border Wars was started for two niggas. The nigga who wanted to lose weight and get up in there and do something with his life, and the dudes who had beef. I'm the beef side, huh? Grill me up, huh? Grill me up. Why don't nobody really want to fight me who got beef with me? Two-tone. I done have beef with so many niggas here, right? But I ain't never had beef
Right.
with King. King the nigga who I fight. All the niggas who got beef with CYP, I gotta fight the nigga who don't have no beef with me. And then that nigga say, three minutes or nothing. Dude, are y'all niggas that scared of the boogeyman? Y'all that scared of me? Like, I don't think OC is scared. So what y'all need to do is just let OC do his thing. I don't believe he's scared. I think he'll give you a good motherfucking fight. Put somebody up in there who ain't fucking scared, because in reality, y'all looking like pussies in this community. CYP was gonna come by himself too, huh? I was gonna come by myself and order me a beach cruiser and just roll up in that motherfucker. Eh, uh,
That nigga said,
What's up, Ness? What's up, Ness? Huh? What's up, Two-Tone? What's up, Adrian? What you got on my 40, homie? You scary as fuck, man. Hey, but I'm not even joking on this shit. That nigga don't want me in Milwaukee at all. And I could have swore to God Border Wars was about beef. But look, Adrian, you're safe, my nigga. But if you don't want me in Milwaukee, that's fine, because don't nobody really want to go there anyway, nigga. OC the boss, we got to figure something out, baby. But if I'm banned from Milwaukee, I'm just going to be banned from Milwaukee, because I don't really give a fuck. CYP out.
Man
Vega.
from Milwaukee is wild.
Vega, two counter punches. Vega, one from Polo Buck, one from DC3, and Vega says $2 nosebleed. Never
like
in
it's your
my
time.
life. I'll
But it's
remember
not your
that.
time.
And DC3, I don't see where you DM me. Bump it to the top. But this is Boots on his social media. And people are calling this, they're saying they're worried, they're concerned. What say you, Mr. Two-Tone? Dos Tonos.
What happened?
He looking kind of thin there, man.
What say
Who,
you
me?
about what you see here?
What I see where? Hold on. Oh, that nigga drained.
He drained.
Pack him up.
And the hangout spot, what do you think?
That
I
nigga
don't like
drained.
it. I don't like it, man.
Mm.
Mad thin, man.
Yeah, man. And it's only Wednesday, bro. It's only Wednesday.
I don't like it.
Is he on water? Water only? What you think?
I would say yes.
Man, they got that nigga laying on the ground with towels on.
Damn.
I saw Emilio Vargas doing that.
For what? For 135 or for this new weight class 40?
For the new joint. He was laying down. They put towels on that nigga.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
If you're
man.
watching
Looking
this
like
on YouTube,
Bellator.
don't forget to hit the thumbs up. 2 counter punches for Alex Vega. We got Mike. What up?
Man, Vega probably sleeping by now, man.
Man, he in the chat. He in the chat. Mike, are you there? Mike, are you there? Mike, are you there? H-Town.
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yep.
H-Town, baby. Hey, Boots. Boots is going to get cooked, man. He's a fighter that's relied on his athleticism. He hasn't progressed. He's going to get cooked. It's going to be the number one test. And he looks weight drained already. Man, they start working that body. He's going down. If Stanley Owens comes in and starts working that body, Ness, he's going to go down. That boy look like he's on that Ozempic, man. His head look like 2 times bigger than his body.
He do look like
That
he on
shit's
Ozempic.
crazy. You
Ozempic.
see? Yeah, man, that should be making people's head big and shit.
I'm trying to get on Ozempic.
You need just get
Don't
one
do it,
shot.
Tone.
One shot. Don't get addicted.
Oh, if you do it, get it when you start dropping about 30 pounds, then get off of it and just get to the workout.
Word.
I've been eating good for 6 days now, Ness, and
Let's
working
go.
out.
Let's go.
Doing my
You
doing
gotta
my little comeback, man.
you gotta come to Border Wars just to hang out with the community, man.
Man, we'll see what's up, man. Work is work. You know how that goes. But yeah, man. Hey, Boots, another fighter is gonna fall victim to try to stay in the weight class too damn long. The kid's a big kid, man. He needs to move up. These guys, they be looking like Hulk Hogan out of camp. You know what I mean? Big than the motherfucker. I mean, almost zero fat on them, and then they gotta start losing all that water weight and just putting that strain on their organs, man. That guy's liver and his organs got to be going through crazy shit right now, man, because he's a big guy, man. There's no fat on him, man. Hey, man, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he'll be able to make the weight. Hopefully he don't fall off the fight like Virgil did, trying to do the same damn shit. You know.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get this fight, man. But I'm worried.
Well,
Yeah,
all
man, I'm
right.
out, guys.
Big H Town, Big H Town. I do want to remind everybody, Border Wars is official August 2nd. So we definitely need them sponsors, man. If you want to sponsor the event, hit me up on social media at Instagram. I'll give you all the details as what the sponsors receive, especially if you're going to be in the building. We have something special planned for you guys. This is going to be the best Border Wars yet. We got some great matchups. So, hopefully you can come out and support. We're planning on doing, some pretty decent tickets. Last Border Wars, we were doing $40 and $50 tickets. We're trying to come down slightly from that to help out, the local community, obviously, in Wisconsin and our own, community. And I'm also going to be doing, virtual ticket pre-sales so that you don't have to wait to the door. But everything is going to be Zelle only. You already know. We got a couple title shots, man. So tap in. Once again, if you want to sponsor the event, hit me up on Instagram at The Boxing Voice. Looks like I got Hamza. What's up? Did you call in because you
Yo,
heard I needed a
good.
breakdown?
No, but what you need, blood? What you
But it's
need?
not your time.
What up, blood?
Oh, I thought you might have heard that. It was just wow, like how you called in. But like, do
Hey,
you
bro,
do you
I got
remember?
something called clairvoyance.
Do you
My third eye
remember?
is completely uncalcified.
Do you
Go
remember
ahead.
the co-main event before CYP fought Keem?
Who was that?
Big Bay Quinn and Anthony Forbes.
Yeah, I remember Big Way Quinn and Anthony, my man Forbes, and my man Quinny Quinn.
Have you ever seen Alex Vega fight? He took on Chris Vega in the Wisconsin Border Wars previous to the
I did
loss.
see that Alex. I seen Alex Vega get some work. He didn't look too bad, but if he fighting if he fighting Quinn.
He fighting Quinn. I needed that breakdown from the Hamza teacher.
Oh my God, that's gonna be a hard fight.
Why? He is southpaw. If that's why you're saying Quinn. Quinn is southpaw like you.
Because even though he a southpaw, he understands how to articulate and execute the jab. Um, if I'm not mistaken, Quinn is taller than Vega, right?
Way taller, maybe 2 feet taller.
2 feet.
Yeah, I mean Vega's like 4'10".
Man, you lying, bro. Stop playing.
No way. Vegas that small?
Bro, don't let Ness kill you like this. Hey,
Tone,
bro.
Vega
you ain't
like
me, Vega.
5'7", right?
4'10"?
For
No, I never met
Okay.
that guy.
Okay.
all right, maybe I don't know, maybe 5'2".
I don't know, bro, but Big Bay Quinn is a real amateur boxer. Like how many fights he got?
I believe he's 3-0.
How old is Quinn?
I believe he's 31.
Yeah, he really should be competing in the open division. When I was 3 fights in the amateurs, I had went open because it just wasn't enough time for me to do the moves I wanted to do. But the way Quinn be boxing, and from what I seen at the Border Wars, he knew how to neutralize my man Forbes with the jab,
Mm-hmm.
and he's very relaxed in there, and it looked like he got decent
Composed.
pop. He's very composed, brother.
You ain't got to worry about
Very
him getting tired. Like, you ain't got to worry about, he conditioned. Like, that dude composed in there.
Yeah, because he really knows how to keep you at bay with the jab and neutralize you just with the jab, so he could rest. He could stay
So you
relaxed.
would have recommended Vega not take that fight right now, right?
I mean, no, I mean, if you want to get better, you just got to take the fight
No,
because
I
if it
know
ain't
you look
nobody,
at the amateurs as different. Your motto is like, yo, this the amateurs. We just trying to get some work. But like, if a fighter is treating his amateur career like a professional career,
then he should definitely walk the other way and turn the other cheek.
Hamza blood.
Definitely do that. He definitely
Technical
would.
technical boxing blood, boy.
He definitely should walk the other way and turn the other cheek because like a fighter like Big Bay Quinn is so relaxed that he could stop you.
Stop
Because
him.
because he gonna use the jab up and down. And if you don't know how to get out of it, he tall, bro, and that wiry leverage, pause, and that's something to deal with. Like, and he was just relaxed the whole time. I still gotta send my man some herbs. I'm gonna send him the liver cleanse, but yeah, man, that's a hard fight for anybody in the Border Wars because Anthony Forbes.com, he was pretty aggressive.
Yeah. And he a heavy
And I
puncher.
didn't even see the whole fight, but I could see the aggression in Forbes and wanting to but what they call it in the old school, he was trying to make the fight. He wasn't waiting. And even when he was doing that, Big Bay pause. I just can't keep calling. Well, Bay from my Moorish brothers, but Bay Quinn, man, he literally was not. He didn't get flustered. He didn't come out of his character. He executed what I be asking for, the jab, bro. And that listen, bro. I'm gonna say this: if CYP was to use his athleticism and his jab to the body, it's hard for anybody to beat dude.
Let me
Like he
ask
wouldn't.
you,
Yes,
Anthony
sir.
Forbes and the dude I sent you footage for CYP, the 38-year-old Anthony with the white, he fought
That's a good
Adrian.
fight. That's a good fight.
Yeah, we
That's a
made
good
that
fight.
fight, Anthony versus Anthony.
That's a good. Hold on. Why CYP can't get a fight? I thought he was trash and all of this.
I don't know. It's something with him and Adrian and the words that were exchanged. You know, that's Adrian's neighborhood, and it's just a matter of like principle, and let's just fix whatever
Bro, that ain't his
words.
neighborhood. Chicken P run Milwaukee.
Chicken P's a musician.
It
But
don't matter.
we ain't talking about street shit run. We talking about, Adrian is from over there.
The neighborhood boxing.
He
Hey,
just
bro, I
wants
get
him
it.
to
Tell Adrian.
he just wanted to
Man,
have
Adrian
a
to get out of
civilized
his feelings.
conversation with him.
Well, won't he just get in the Border Wars and fight CYP?
Because he's gonna
Yeah.
be organizing it. So how's he gonna be able to do what he does in Wisconsin if he
Hey,
got to
bro.
fight?
Hey. It'll be even better for him to organize it and get some work. It's still your show. So, I mean, it's not that much organizing
So
to
now we
do.
calling out Adrian. That's what we doing. We calling out
No,
Adrian.
I'm just saying, why don't he do that? And then they could squash it in the ring. This is not a real beef, brother. So it's like, won't they just get some work? I mean, if that's the case, he should be mad at me because Tone hear how me and him had a discussion in the private. And now who I am, I get real live in the private. And Two Tone heard it. So it's just like, no, bro, I'm all for the positivity of Border Wars. But I was really calling in to see What was CY? What, I don't even like calling him CYP. What was my man Cardinals talking about? Why he can't get a fight and he banned from Wisconsin? Like, bro, come on, man. Let's just stop this foolishness and get some work. I would like to see Keyshawn Davis and Edwin Delos Santos June 7th in Virginia. That's some good work. Um, I'm still going with Keyshawn Davis. He's a pretty big 140 or 135 pounder. What weight is that at?
135.
Yeah, he's pretty big. I seen him in there sparring with Troy Isley. So it's like, hey, you got to be careful with Keyshawn. One thing he does, I notice he's really not good in the inside, or he's not comfortable in there and willing to stay in there. Edwin De Los Santos has a little speed, power. He's been off for a while, if I'm not mistaken. But far as these fights in the border wars, that's some good work, man. I want to see Quinn get some more work. See what
Let
he
me
adds
ask
to the
you,
arsenal.
why I mean, it's too late now because I already got Anthony a fight, but why you ain't let Dion fight Anthony? That would have been a bigger name fight for Dion.
You just sent me the first guy, and I just got whoever you sent. It didn't matter for me. It don't matter what Dion doesn't even care, bro. I literally the fight that he just fought was scheduled on a Wednesday, and that's the thing. Dion has lost 2 more pounds, so he's down to 175.6. You see what I'm saying? Dion is probably going to be max out at 170 when his weight loss is calibrated, because he's still not ripped all the way. He's just lean as crap. So he still, got a little weight to lose, but Dion is improving. He need to get some more stranger work. Pause. He needs to stop sparring the same guy. You know what I mean? So he can get used to, because in the amateurs, see, I wouldn't mind. What weight Quinn fight at?
168.
I would if Dion could get to 168, I wouldn't mind him fighting Quinn for the learning experience and trying to understand how that is to get through with somebody that calm, because he don't understand, like, amateurs on the level he on, they come out full throttle. So it's like he wasn't even ready for the guy coming out full throttle. And I told him, hey, bro, you got to be alert. These guys come out full throttle. It's not like Quan, who trained as a boxer in Ohio. They're going to be boxing off the back foot and doing other
Champ,
things.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you do your thing,
Alex got a
brother. I'm
counter
sorry.
punch, and he told me he got to go to
Tell
bed.
Alex I said,
But he
if you're
just want
only
to cut
five.
you off because of because you picked against him. He's just trying to get on that. You know how that goes.
No. Tell him I said, listen, I'm here to help him to make a good fight. He has to work on his head movement coming forward with the footwork and with the jab.
Little
If you
dude
don't
just
do
target
that,
practice, man. Little dude just target practice.
I was a little dude, and I'll stop you today, Ness.
I mean, I had a long conversation with Prentice, man. I don't know about you stopping anything. What up,
Hey,
Yo,
that's
can you
Vega?
hear
cat,
me?
and that is cat.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
If this is Alex Vega, we slightly hear you.
Yeah, I didn't realize my mic was off of my Kenichi Bears, but you can hear me though, right?
Nah, we hear you, bro. We hear you.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So I'm actually 4'1". I was actually diagnosed with dwarfism. So yeah, does that explain that? Hey, listen, I don't mind people picking against me. Hey, if you know me, I fucking love it. It really motivates. I feed off the negativity, the things, but nosebleed is crazy, bro. A nosebleed. I've never had a nosebleed in my motherfucking life from a punch,
Ever?
bro.
Call him God now.
No, no,
He
hey,
said
what they say
ever,
about Devin
Tone.
Haney?
He
They
said
said Devin,
ever.
You've never had your
yeah,
nose
Never,
bleed
Tone. Never, Tone. We talking
never,
to
never
Floyd
from a
Money
punch.
Mayweather.
Never in my motherfucking life.
Oh man.
Not since I've been birthed.
Yeah.
Never in my
Yo,
motherfucking
Big
life.
Bay
So that
about to
shit there,
burst
that
your
sounded like a
fucking
dream. I
bubble,
could tell that
baby.
shit was a dream. Cause that shit ain't gonna happen. You know whose nose gonna be bleeding? Big Bay's. You know who's gonna be down on that ground? Big Bay. Hey, you know who's gonna be getting
Vega
pointed
wasn't
at and
even
yelled
down
at?
on the ground.
Nestor fucking
Vega
Gibbs.
wasn't even
Yeah,
down on the
he's going to
ground.
be.
Vega
Hey
wasn't
man, I
even
was just
down on the
warming up.
ground.
You know, it's funny.
And
You
he's
know, it's
less
funny
experienced and he's
because
shorter.
Tone Tone had a breakdown saying that I'm gonna rush. I didn't rush that fight at all. I literally was just popping, and then I popped, and I pop in my jab, and then when I let the right hand go, fucking that shit landed. So then I got the job done. That's what you're supposed to do.
Telegraph.
It was intense, bro. It felt like an intense
I
like
can't wait
rush.
till
Like
Tone because that was motherfucking. Wasn't that Treese? Tone gonna be calling that one. Ow! I can't wait for the motherfucking ad libs. Oh
I
man.
can't wait for Nestor Gibbs to be quiet. You know, that's what we need. And
Oh,
don't worry,
now
when I
you
get
want
in
me
that ring,
quiet? I'm
it's
building
gonna
up
be a
your fight.
very, very
I'm
quiet
building
Nestor
up your
Gibbs.
fight. I'm
Yo,
building up your fight.
Ness,
I'm building up your
Ness might put
opponent.
a paper bag over his head.
Paper
We might not
bag.
have a show. Honestly, a week after all this big cheerleading,
You
you would
don't
think they hold
disappear.
hands on the
You don't
weekends.
disappear.
I love it.
Don't
What,
look
I'm
at
gonna
CYP.
disappear.
He here. He here.
Ness,
Don't you run. Don't you
hey,
run.
hey,
And
when
remember,
me run,
remember
come
you
on now.
asked for
Nessa
this
gives you
fight.
know better. You
Remember
think
you
this is
asked for
building it
this
up?
fight. Remember you asked for this fight, and I said don't take it. Remember, let that be known. Live chat, power chat. Ness told him don't take it.
That's not true.
you said,
That's
don't
not true
take
at
this.
all.
I told him don't take it. I'm
That's not
telling
what
him
he said.
what I said. What I said then.
That's not what you said,
What I
bro. You've
said.
been pushing for this fight since before we both debuted. What are you talking about?
Bro,
See, we
I told you
talk about
always.
lies being spoken.
I told him
You've been
always,
implanting this into Big Bay's head
I told
since
you,
before we ever got into the ring, bro. Like how many times we gotta tell this story? The man came up to me and said, "Hey, you were supposed to fight." Like, what are you even talking about right now?
yeah,
Like I said,
y'all
we think
built
this
up
is
your
building
own
a fight
fight.
up. Like, let's build it up on truths, not on lies.
Yeah, the
This
truth
is something
is,
that you've
I told you
wanted,
don't take it.
and we in the community is getting it. You've never told me that. Never.
I told you he too much for you, son.
Yeah, well, I guess when we get in the ring, that's when we gonna see.
When I
And like I
told you he
said,
was
man,
too much,
when
you
he
told me
gets
you
beat,
spar guys like that.
I don't want to hear that he was too weak. I don't want to hear none of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he about
I
what, six
like
inches taller
H
than
Town
me?
said.
Oh, it's
Like
gonna
H
look
Town said, when
beautiful.
you lose, don't say that Ness set you up again like the other people. Cause I
Hey
told you,
man, but
don't take this fight.
but that's the thing. I ain't like the others.
Don't take this
That's
fight.
why I'm me and they them. Like I said,
Haki,
Ness, man,
Haki gonna put you
I
on the
don't want to hear
canvas.
no excuses from you. Because you know what, Big Bay, he's not gonna say a word because he's gonna disappear. The dude
What?
barely come around already.
What?
He's the one that's gonna disappear.
What?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the
He's a
amateurs now.
silent killer.
I'm just gonna,
He's a
that's
silent
what's gonna
killer.
happen. And then what? And then what you going? What are you going to say to me? Not a fucking word. Because I'm not gonna want to hear nothing from you. I don't want to hear a damn thing after I take care of your prized possession. They think Cliff is your son. Yo, if Cliff is your son, Big Bay's your side piece, bro. Like this shit is
Oh,
wild.
now you doing gay references with Big Bay. This just gonna make that ass whooping sweeter when he whoop your ass. Look at him. Look
Yeah,
at him
like I
digging the
said,
hole
man.
deeper.
When I get this victory, he's gonna be 2-1, and you're gonna have a loss on your record as well.
Oh,
Because it can be both
I'm
y'all
not
fighting in there.
I'm not Broner,
And
man.
we already know
I'm not
the
Broner.
commentary. You're gonna be like, Big Bay got a jab, double it up. Big Bay, come on, come on, man. We already know how it's gonna play out.
Bro, we already
Like,
know how you get down. You Puerto Rican. We already got the Eagles and the spies in the camp. They told us last week you was drinking. It's a ride, bro. You're not taking it
you goddamn
serious.
right.
Exactly.
I'm gonna drink Saturday night too. It's gonna be
Exactly.
lovely.
Keep
Talking
drinking.
about spies in the
We
camp.
gonna beat the fucking cerveza out of you. Don't you worry.
I'm trying to go for double digits this weekend. We ain't
Yeah.
even in camp yet, baby.
Exactly. See? And that's where you lost at, because he is and you not.
That man's
You
on
gotta play
vacation. Get the
catch
hell
up.
out of here.
You gotta play catch up. Big Bay in the gym every
Hey, he's
weekend.
on. No.
Look,
You know
look
what?
at
He's
what
probably
Lo
back on
said in the chat.
vacation.
Hey yo,
Talking about
why don't you just go
what
look
did
at
he
the
say?
chat?
He was
Look at the
looking for
chat.
that shit that's like 80% preventative on
Champ,
STDs. That shit was wild.
champ.
That's what
Look
your
at the
man worried
chat.
about.
Look at the
We're
chat.
making sure that he ain't getting burnt.
Champ, look in the chat and look for the commenter's name, Sin City Los. He is a USA boxing official from Las Vegas, goes to real boxing, fights, spars, hits the bag. Go look at the comments he said today. Big Bay in the gym. You fucking sleep if you want. I told you don't take this fight. Now you gonna die.
God damn.
Hey, that is
Nasty work,
hilarious.
bro.
Yo, people are funny, man. Hey, man.
Yo, this shit
Yo, I need
deeper. Dark
maybe
criminal.
I should get myself some cheerleaders, man. That's what I'm gonna
No,
do, man. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get my little pom pom squad, and maybe they can say some dumbass shit as well. Hey,
Hey,
listen, man.
get
I
the
gotta go.
win.
I'm tired. I gotta
Get
go
the
to bed,
win.
bro.
Get the
Y'all
win.
take care. Yeah, for sure. Good night, everybody.
Give him 6 weeks. He ready for anybody. He ain't Floyd. Y'all better stop playing. He keep playing, boy. We gonna be dropping footage of Big Bay. And then we gonna see what y'all say. The back call gonna be in disarray. We got Treese in Toledo.
Trace.
Yo.
Yo.
What up, though? What up, though? Hey, man, man. Shout out to my nigga Vega, man. I ain't gonna lie. High key. Y'all disrespecting my nigga Vega, man. This is out of control. Two-tone. You talking
Word.
about
What?
my man gonna get you talking about he gonna get beaten, battered, and bloodied and shit? This is crazy. Bloody nose
Nah,
is crazy.
I just Big Bay, that jab is something else. Big Bay just got too much swag out there. It's too slick out there, bro. It's everything flowing out there, B.
Hey, I fuck with Big Bay. Lord, I called that fight, that Puerto Rico fight. See, I could appreciate Big Bay. He was alert in that fight. His eyes was wide open and shit. You right, he is calm and shit. He'd be alert, he'd be aware and shit like this. But we all know that Puerto Rico, he got a notorious low violence level. You feel me? He the main one be on my back about peace and safety, you feel me, and all this other shit. We don't want to hear that shit. When you step in that ring, we needed the ultimate violence of fighting, you feel me? Pure unadulterated violence. We didn't get that from Puerto Rico. You understand me? I know my man Vega coming to swing and bang. He coming to rumble and tumble, you feel me? Hands and feet, bows and toes. My guy know a lot about combat. I fuck with him the long way. I kind of like Vega, you feel me? Unlike Cordell Booker, when he get that tall motherfucker in front of me, I can definitely see Vega beating that body. You see me? Big Bay, he a 5%er and all this type of shit. I'll fuck with him. You feel me? He, as Hamza said, he's a more brother, and I'm with that. Peace and safety be in his heart. My guy Vega coming for pure violence, and I'm with it, man. Pure violence. Body shots galore. He gonna break him down. You feel me? What they say? What my man said? Yeah, let's say put water in the basement. Then the whole house come crashing down. Vega. I like it, gang. I like it. And we can't forget about my nigga Quan also, man. Midwest Mafia member fighting in the Midwest. You feel me? I'm very excited for that as well. Hey, Ness, is that guy Vince? Is he getting the fight? The guy who fought Old Wizard, whatnot.
Vince,
we trying to get
he offered Old Wizard a fucking rematch. Old Wizard got to do his MRIs and talk to a Jamaican witch doctor and get some of that seawater from Pacquiao. You know how it go.
Okay. Say less. Well, Wizard, I hope you get right, get tight, and shake back. You feel me? And get that Vince fight. You feel me? But yeah, man. Shout out TDV. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. And by the way, Elisa, you better stop clout chasing my motherfucking fighter. You feel me? Clarissa Shields is the best
if you
female
want
fighter.
Your biggest bag, you know who to call. You know who to call.
No, if she wants the biggest bag, she know who to call.
Your connection sound horrible.
When she went to the UK to fuck with him,
That's the bell.
Gang, they asked her that question, gang.
Word.
Alicia Baumgartner is in her bag right now. Respectfully.
DC3, $2. Save me a front row seat. I'm there. That's what you said the last time. Played me, man. You ain't even show up to the big. You ain't even show up to the big Keem CYP fight, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, after party, man. You was supposed to, man. We was lit,
bruh. And people talking about, yo, imagine Tone and Enrique together. Well, we had them together. They was lit. Yeah. Y'all wasn't around, man. Y'all lame-os. Let me drop this bomb for Tevis. He ain't playing. another $10, and he says, y'all keep talking about the turkey man, and he finna send one of his YNs to come see y'all on a never come home bomb emoji, boom emoji assignment. Damn, we are
Oh,
crossing the line.
yes,
We
sir.
got RRT Boxing with Mr. A, $5 Nest. You got Motivated by Tio, getting your salsa on in the corner. Nah, trying to get these steps in, bro. H-Town, $5. Last guy talking like Vega got a hit record. The Vega song going to keep those quotes coming. Make the lyrics. I'm officially excited about this scrap. And see, that's what Vega and other people have to understand. I'm just selling your fight. I know how good of a fight this is. People don't know how good. If I don't talk about it, they ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know. But hey, last call for callers. Last call for callers. Anybody want to call in now is the time. And if not, that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. My guys, where you at with it?
You already know the hangout spot on YouTube. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe.
Yeah, man. Two-Toner Superstar on YouTube. Subscribe and IG. We lit over there. Real lit.
Word.
Let's go.
Hey.
Peace.